Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, y'all. Somebody wants me to be on the news. Girl, somebody text me talking about such and such news. We want you to be a guest on this podcast for this newscaster. I'm like, what? You serious? Y'all want to be on the news on our podcast? What's happening? I might know it and I might not. Depends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? You said do it. Oh my goodness. It's not one of those. It's a newscaster who has a podcast. And he's old. Older. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you're in a work meeting, but this is more important. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is more important. Okay. Be mean. Stop being too nice. Men like mean women. I promise you. Men don't like nice women. They use nice women. They take advantage of nice women. Men like mean women. And if you haven't learned that yet throughout your life, you need to learn it now. Okay? So, be mean. They expect you to be mean anyway. If you're nice, they wonder what's wrong with you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just the title, you already helped me today. I know that's right, Miss Rose. How you doing? Be mean. No matter what. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. You need to be mean. You need to be unbothered. You need to stand by what you mean and mean what you say. Okay? You don't need to be someone's doormat. And you not every time someone needs to get their way. Do you understand? You make them chase, you make them earn it. You're not always available. You don't give too much information. You are mean. That's how they met you. That's how they want you. Do you understand? That's how they met you. That's how they want to keep you. All right? So stop being really nice. Don't turn into a pygmisha. Be mean. Men love mean women. Okay? You said no Coachella festival for you? Girl, I am 47 years old. What am I going to be doing at the Coachella festival, baby? That's for the youngsters, darling. I was at an estate sale while they was at the Coachella. Okay, I was buying antiques for my new home. They were doing what they do at Coachella, darling. I am not doing all of that, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, be mean. Got a backstage at Coachella, good for you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, if you live there and you enjoy Coachella, wonderful, great. But like, that's just not my vibe. I don't know. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Marcus, he's asking me if I'm barefoot today. No, but I have open-toed shoes that you can see my toes in. You said he's back. I am never barefoot. Okay, why would I be barefoot? I don't want dirty feet, darling. I keep slippers. I keep shoes. I have heels. I keep shoes on my feet. House shoes or shoes. I'm not walking around here barefoot. That's nasty, darling. All right. You what? You walked your dog in a downtown park at 5 p.m. Okay. What? Why attack my dog? Girl, is your dog ugly? Girl, I don't know. I have no idea. People are just weird and just want attention, I guess. Well, some people just trying to get your attention. Maybe they were high, girl. Maybe they was hallucinating. We don't know. Thank you. Anima curans, sprinkle, sprinkle, to new beginnings. Yes, to new beginnings. Happy Friday, ladies. Yes, happy Friday, girl. Okay. You're 22 and in university. Don't have any relationship, only improving my mindset and looks. What's your best advice for me? Date older. Don't be dating nobody in college. They can't do nothing for you but help you study. So if you live in a college town and there's nothing to do, then that's a problem. But if you live in a city, get outside. Go outside weekends or after class. Okay? That's what I would be doing. Get somebody to pay for that tuition. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is this? Okay. And when I say be mean, I don't mean be evil all the time. I mean, don't be a pushover. Don't be a doormat. Don't be a pick me shit. You know, have a sense of humor with what you're doing. Don't be afraid to lose what you don't have. You know what I mean? Oh, being too nice is not going to get you anywhere. Okay. So when I say be mean, I mean like if someone tries to change your standards, be mean and say, no, those are my standards. Nice nasty is also a nice way of being mean. Well, you just want too much. Well, I'm so sorry that you don't have what I want. That's a nice way of being mean. You can be mean and nice at the same time, but be mean without being apologetic, okay? Remember the other day you was going to ask a guy that you're seeing and tell him you broke your camera. He was like, dang, boo, how much is a new one? I said 500. Okay, did he get you the money? Did you get your camera, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. Hopefully you did. Okay. If not, keep working on it. Okay. He keeps checking to see if I fixed the camera. Okay. Tell him no. It costs too much money to fix. Tell him it's cheaper just to buy another one. Okay. Someone says it's unrepairable. Say it's cheaper to buy another one, but I don't have the money. Dot, dot, dot. Put them dots. Put them 3 dots. That means what you gonna do. Afraid to be mean, baby. He know why he there. Make sure he's useful. Okay. Dot, dot, dot. Leave it going. That means what you gonna do. That means dot, dot, dot. What you gonna do? So, be mean, darling. If he ain't trying to repair it, he don't care about you and your well-being. Okay, that should be his opportunity to prove and show that he likes you. He's not taking it. He's not taking that opportunity to say and step up and be a man. He's not taking the opportunity. Do you understand? So if you think he's stupid and dumb, he doesn't understand that his job is to get up and pay for the camera, then say, well, you can just buy me a new camera if you want to, dot, dot, dot. You say, you know what? I really need a camera. If you really want to buy me a camera, I wouldn't say no. Make it seem like, well, if you want to buy me a camera, I wouldn't say no. Just assume, just say it. Then if you know he ain't finna buy you no camera, then why is he there? If your life is not like you want it to be, and you're having issues and problems, and you're struggling with, especially if you're a photographer, you use that camera to get money, and he can't help you, then what good is he in your life, darling? Free food? Is he free food Freddy, or is he going to give you the money for the camera? So he should want to step up and pay it if he's trying to impress you. So be very vague, except talking about that camera. Keep talking about that camera and see if he offers to pay. If he don't offer to pay, next. Okay. How do you secure someone who doesn't see you as their dream girl, even though I am way better than him? Should I be mean and inconvenient as possible? Yeah, be mean. Because even though you're not their dream girl, they still shouldn't be able to have you so easily. Okay. That will put their dream girl into perspective, as if they can't even please you and you're not their dream girl. What they gonna do when their dream girl is worse than you? You'll be good practice. And keep that in mind. You're just practice. Placeholder, make sure you're getting paid. You've been seeing this man on for a month. He gave you 200, but yesterday he called me the N word. He has been apologizing, but I didn't respond. Okay. Well, honestly, I don't know where you live, but most people are racist in their own way. So this is what I would do. I would charge him an unblock fee and a reentry fee. That's how he can apologize with money. Okay. And then you decide whether or not you want to continue seeing him or not after you get his money. Then you can block him again if you want to. Okay, but you need to get some money out of that. So get a couple of dollars out of that first. You know where it works. Screenshots work well these days. So do what you gotta do, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some money first. Unblock fee. Screenshot a conversation about him saying it. If he didn't say it over text, screenshot a conversation about him saying it where he says, "I'm sorry, I was out of line." Screenshot that. Get his money. Don't tell him you screenshot it though, but get his money. After he pays the unblock fee, make him buy you something. And if you're done with him, if he does it again, block and then send that to his job. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're welcome. All right. You changed his what? You charged. He said, "I'm taking advantage." Said, "That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a woman. I'm supposed to spend your money. I'm a woman. Women are expensive. If you can't afford a woman, don't date." "I'm supposed to take advantage of you, sir. Don't you like it?" "I could be taking advantage of somebody else right now, baby. You want to be sitting there looking around dating websites looking for women who are not trying to take advantage of you, who like you for you? Wonderful. You have fun. You're supposed to be taking advantage of them, girl. What you doing?" He asked if we're still on for the date tonight. Send that unblock fee. Send the cash app. Say, "I need a new outfit." And send a cash app request or a PayPal or a Venmo request for however much money you want. So "I need an outfit. Send me some money." I mean, you can talk to him any kind of way now. Like, you don't have to be nice anymore. You could literally talk to him like trash now since he did what he did. You have the upper hand now. So ask him for what you want. If the date ain't on, the date ain't on. Screenshot the stuff. Make sure you get the screenshots first. Okay. Get your money too, girl. Don't get your money. What did I tell you? Always get your money. If you can't get your money, you're doing it wrong. Being mean works. Cut off a man while he was grieving who didn't do what he promised. He came back, paid my tuition, bought me a car, and retired you from being a midnight ballerina. Thanks, Shira. Okay, Janetta. I know that's right. You got everything. You said one fell swoop. Yes. Risk it all to get it all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That was one of my videos. Risk it all to get it all. That's what you did. Wonderful. It said, "How long was he cut off, girl?" Put it in the comments. What? You said you listened to me and you went to the gym in the morning instead of the evening, and I can confirm that the people are different for sure. It looks more rich. I told you. Velvet Noah. Yup. Get in there in the morning. They go while everybody's at work. That's when the rich come out, while y'all are at work, while people are working, because they don't like crowds. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Better to go out during the mornings or early afternoons during the weekday, and you will find more. Thank you, Flawed Beautiful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. So be mean. Don't repeat yourself. If someone messes up, use that to your advantage to get money. Okay. Remember, we are in control of our emotions, but we know how to be strategically mean to get what we want. Okay. Being mean doesn't mean not being in control of your emotions. It means knowing how to get what you want by standing your ground, by having standards, by not bending them, and by meaning what you said, you know? So being mean doesn't mean flying off the handle or crashing out. It means being strategic about getting what you want and not bending. Okay. Happy Friday, Shira. I've been dating this guy for 2 months. He's a truck owner and operator. He has given me money, but yesterday he asked to borrow. Oh, bad sign. Sprinkle, dump. Immediately dump. Okay. That's the end of his line. Block. Send an unblock fee and then block them. Make sure it's $1,000. All right. Don't you catch more bees with honey? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Honey, bees make honey. You're supposed to say flies. And you can catch flies with poo-poo. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, was that mean enough for you? You can catch flies with poop. And bees make honey. I think you need to go back to school. Anyway. You said the ask to borrow is a test. Okay, if he asks you to borrow 500, ask him to borrow 1,000 and give him 500. After he give you the money, you ain't finna pass no ratchet pick-me-sha test, darling. Okay. If he's willing to risk dating you by acting dusty and asking for $500, he don't like you enough. Okay. Next. And he's a truck driver too, girl. No. Why a man nervous and breaking his neck checking me out even though he got a fiance? Because all men cheat, darling. He just checking out what he want to cheat with. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I think you know that, but somebody had to say it. Mm-hmm. Why do men treat women like therapists? Because y'all are stupid enough to be free therapists. Okay. I'm charging. You want to talk to me? Re-entry fee, therapy fee, $150, $250 if you got trauma. Do you understand? Because women are the only stupid ones enough to talk to somebody for free about their trauma. That's why. If you start charging, but they won't be talking to you about no stupid stuff, no boss. They start trauma dumping on you. Send them a Cash App request for $150, and he'd be like, "What's this? My therapist fee." It's okay to be, because somebody got to teach these fools. You're like, you know what? Hold on 1 second before you trauma dump. Give it 1 second. They're gonna be like, "Ding ding, what's this? You sent me a message? Is it the picture? Cash App request. $150. What is this for? Our therapy session that we finna have." Oh, do I really be doing that? Do I really be trauma dumping? Yeah. And I'm finna get paid if you finna talk. I don't want to hear your trauma dump. Talk to your mama. Talk to Chat GPT. I do not care. Okay. You can use PayPal and you can use Venmo and you could use whatever y'all got in them other countries to get money. All right. Send that. Sure, you teached me so many things. I'm so grateful to you. Okay, Ashley, girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. You bring your notebook and everything, it's go time. Start taking notes when they start dumping. He said, you can monetize anything. Yeah, you should. Why would you want to be a free therapist? I wouldn't. You got to pay. Shoot. Be mean, they'll like it. They'll realize what they're doing and they'll either stop or they'll send you the money. Okay. See, y'all are too nice and y'all won't say nothing. I don't want to hear about your problems, sir. If you're willing to look weak and tell me a bunch of crap about yourself, you don't respect me anyway because you're not trying to impress me no more. So give me my money. How can I charge a re-entry fee? After he disrespected me, I got out of his car and blocked him and told him I won't be seeing him again without bills paid. Okay. You're supposed to send an unblock fee before you block them. That's the re-entry fee. They got to pay the unblock fee. If you plan on blocking them first, send the unblock fee first, then block. So unblock, send unblock fee, reblock. Okay. That's how. Sprinkle. Make sure it says unblock fee. Then block them up again. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The get 10 code is all caps for get 10 and it's for the elixir. Yeah. Thank you. How much should the unblock fee be? Whatever you know he give you. If he disrespected you hard, then it should be $1,000. If it ain't so bad, 500. Okay. If he's broke, he ain't gonna pay it anyway, so it don't matter. Okay. If you are highly offended, make it 1,000. I mean, if you was enough to get out the car and have a emotional outbreak, I say a good 1,000 or more. How do you control thoughts and think more positive? By replacing your negative thoughts with positive thoughts mid-thought. Just change it in the middle of the thought. That's pretty much it. And keep doing that until it's a habit or until it's automatic, until you don't have negative thoughts like that anymore. Thank you. Make my day one time, pretty please. Make your day. What are you? Clint Eastwood? Okay, I'll make your day. You see this Cash App on the screen? Put some money in it. You can put more than $5 in there. I won't tell nobody. Okay? My day first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. In fact, make my week. Okay, leave a little message, but make my week. You said what? Not the fake feet? What? Y'all are silly. You said how much? That's up to you. How much you got? I said make my week, not my day. So you can figure that out. Enough to make me impressed. How about that? Okay. Shira, you just left your boyfriend and now living in a hotel. What should I do to make money trying to find girl? Why did you leave your boyfriend? Was he abusive or something like that? Did you have to hurry up and get up out of there, girl? Well, if that's the case, good for you. You should get up because You should have had a man. You should have had a backup, girl. You should have had a backup. It's probably try to get a job and sugar daddy at the same time. Because honestly, you should have been doing that while you were with that dude. You should have been getting you a sugar daddy replacement where you knew that you didn't want to be with him anymore. I missed your super chat. Hold on, girl. Hold on. What was the online store you liked? What are you talking about? I liked. Which one? The clothing store? Or what? What you talking about, baby? I don't know what you're asking. What was the online store I liked? That's very vague. I like so many online stores, okay? So what are you asking? How to be mean in a long-term relationship? By not being too nice. Don't become a pick-me-sha. Oh, that lovely store? Okay, Love Always Boutique. Love Always Boutique. That's the store. Okay. Don't be a pick-me-sha. Do less. Explain yourself less. Don't be 100% satisfied with whatever he's doing. Always want more and tell him. That's it. Okay? Always want more. Every third or fourth time he does something for you, say, oh, well, you could have did this, or you know what, it's okay, or this is what I really wanted instead. But only make sure that he gets his, appreciation maybe once or twice. And then every other thing he does, it's not perfect. It could be improved upon. So always be making him try to do better. They like that because it keeps them accountable. Okay. If he thinks he's doing everything right, if you're not complaining, if you're not saying something, he's going to start walking over you and taking advantage of you and expecting everything out of you. If you don't have any criticisms for him, then what's going to happen? He's going to think everything he does is fine. He's going to continue to do it, even if it gets on your nerves. So don't be afraid to tell him what he need to be doing, but not in a motherly way, but just mention it like, oh, well, thank you. But you didn't do this. Okay, well, that's fine. They're going to be like, well, I didn't do this right. I need to try again. I need to try harder. Guy from online dating offered to pick me up for first date, accept or decline. Girl, goodbye. Thank you, Bailey Jones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, love it, girl. Yes, okay. So what you telling me? A perfect stranger of leftover losers online wants to take you out and pick you up, and you gonna tell him where you live? Ma'am, did you graduate junior high school? I'm just asking. Are you on any substances? Do you even value your life? Someone says, I'm scared for you, girl. This is why y'all just not, please get you some ginkgo biloba. Get you my elixirs. This is going to help your brain. Okay. Get my elixirs linked in there, my Etsy store. Okay. My elixirs will help your brain neurons fire faster and connect more dots. Okay. You can use my code GET10 if you buy more than 2 at a time. Phase 1 and phase 2. Start with phase 1. Okay. Because I think you didn't get enough nutrients as a child. Your brain is not fully developed. I think we need to help you a little bit. You need to take your vitamins, your ginkgo biloba, eat your vegetables. You need to drink some good water because I don't think you think it right, girl. Something wrong with your brain. Okay. Lots of new people here today. Lots of dumb questions. Uh-oh, free agent. Girl, sprinkle, girl. Come on. Okay. Answer your question. No, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Okay. If you can't meet someone there on the date, in fact, I don't even like that the fact that you met him online, and I don't like the fact that he was bold enough to ask to pick you up, and I don't like the fact that you were dumb enough to ask me that question. I don't like those three things. Okay? I think if I was a man that wanted to take advantage of you and you were this stupid, it would be too easy. Okay? All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But thank you for the question. But I think you know the answer. You said that's an old-fashioned way of dating. Men today are grown boys. No, that's not an old-fashioned way of dating. It is okay. Back in the old days, they didn't have online dating. So it's not an old-fashioned way. They didn't have online dating back in the day. When you met people, you met them up in real life. You saw what they was doing. You seen if they needed medication or not. You seen if they had a twitch on their face. You seen how they were dressed. You seen how they talked, walked, and acted. You seen how a lot of stuff because you met them in real life and you met them in person. Okay. Now y'all are meeting weirdos online and you're giving them your address, which is silly. High Shearer tips on being comfortable with eye contact. Okay. When you can't look into someone's eyes, it means you're hiding something from them or you're insecure. Okay. So remember that. Look into their eyes as if hypnotizing them or sending them messages like, give me some money. And literally send them the give me some money message. Okay. If you have a problem looking in people's eyes because you feel awkward, make sure you sending them a message in your own mind. You be like, better send me some money. Send them a telepathic method. I mean, send them a telepathic message with your eyes. Give me money. That'll help you, girl. You'll be like, why are you staring at me so intensely? Give me some money. You've been dating this man for 10 months. He has been ultimate provider. So when he begged me for a kid, girl. Okay, you agreed. Now you pregnant and now he's acting different. Of course he is. Wants me to find a job and pay my own bills. Of course he is, because you stupid. All right, so 10 months. Wow. 10 whole months of the ultimate provider. So if he's the ultimate provider, you should have had a business. And your car note should be paid off. You should even have no bills. Your business should be thriving if he was the ultimate provider. So obviously he wasn't the ultimate provider because you would have had a business by now or a large savings with a large amount of money in it. Okay. So he ain't the ultimate provider. So let's scratch that out. He asked you for a kid. You agreed. He didn't ask you for your hand in marriage, but he asked you for a child as if you're a baby making machine, an object. Okay. He got you pregnant. Now he's acting different. Why? Because you're vulnerable. You're at your most vulnerable state that you will ever be in life, pregnant. And now that he has you exactly where he wants you, now he's going to flip the script on you because you were stupid and dumb. You don't have any marital ties to him. He could walk away and not even sign that birth certificate. He can disappear. You can't even find him to run a DNA test if you really wanted to be gone. Hopefully, you got a picture of his driver's license. If you don't, get one while he's asleep. All right. If you live in the state of Texas and you're pregnant, you can go ahead and file for child support now if you choose to. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they have a law where you live, but you was stupid and dumb, man. I would never have nobody's kid unless I had millions in my account, especially with no marriage license. Okay. So I'm sorry you fell for the okey doke. Be a lesson for other women. I keep telling y'all this every day. They don't like y'all. You're an object. He wasn't ultimately providing anything if you don't have your own business, and especially if you don't have a stacked up savings account. Okay. He said he set you up. Yep. That's why you don't. That's why you don't have people's kids unless you got their marriage license or you got their money in your account already. You don't need them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The best thing I can tell you to do is collect money while you're pregnant, as much as you can from him. Lie to him. Tell him you plan on getting a job, but ain't nobody hiring pregnant women. Tell him you talk to the child support people, and they said get in there for that DNA test. But you know what? I don't know what state you live in, but you need to look up them laws for everything you need to look up them laws for, because I really wouldn't be dealing with that man ever again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We said, don't be mean. Be mean. Shira, hope all is well. Just wondering what happened to your spiritual channel. It's still there, baby. I was on there yesterday. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotta put your notifications on to ping you every time, not just every other time. Okay. What to do on a rich side of town? You go to cafes and lunch. Okay. Go shopping over there. Do your grocery shopping over there. Run your errands over there. Go to the gym over there. Walk your dog over there if you got a dog. Walk around the parks over there. Do what you got to do over there. Get your nails done over there. Go to the spa over there. Stay over there doing everything. And then you'll meet people. Okay. Mm-hmm. Does your voice change talking to different people? It sure does. Why? Yes, Marcus. I do. It's a spiritual channel. All right. Been listening to you almost every day for years. Thank you, Shira. Your provider just needs to get a divorce. Do I push hard for him to do it? Been together 1 year. He's fully provides. I'm 28. He's 63. Girl, that man ain't getting divorced. I know 63 years old. Get his money. Get as much as you can. Girl, he got one foot in the grave. That fool ain't getting divorced. Get his money, girl. You is crazy. Anyway, it's nice, nasty Friday. Everyone sent a take a seat. Okay, listen, Miss Ma'am, who dating this old man. That man ain't finna go through no divorce at his age. Okay, just get as much money as you can. His wife don't even care if he's cheating. I promise you. Okay, if he's 64, she's probably 60 something too. Okay, she don't care whether he's cheating or not. He can have both. Okay, they got that good insurance. They got that nice house. They got the grandkids. He ain't going nowhere. Spiritual like tarot cards or the Holy Bible. Not the Holy Bible. Unless you're interpreting it for metaphor. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Spiritual like quantum physics meets manifesting meets interpreting ancient texts with metaphor meets conspiracy theory meets alchemy meets all that. Okay, everything. Everything basically. So I know that man is not going to leave his wife. So just get his money and date another man at the same time. Okay, he ain't going nowhere. He too old. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Janice. Appreciate you. Okay. What? Just keep getting his money, girl. His wife don't care. All right. If you are trying to get married to that 63-year-old man at 20-something years old, he's already married, it's it's probably easier for you to just to start dating someone else on the side that's not married. And when you're ready to replace him, you can, because that man is not going anywhere, darling. You're a guy you met 20 days ago wants to be exclusive to him, wants you to be exclusive to him, yet he flirted with a girl yesterday. I confronted him. He said, I only want you. How to act? Ask for money. Said, well, take me shopping then. Here goes some bills. Be exclusive to these bills. Now you got him. Now he got to pay. If he really wants to be exclusive with you, give him your bills. Say, this is how much my bills are. And I want to go shopping. Since I'm the only one you want. Prove it. Now get your money, girl. Because I wouldn't be talking to no man for no 20 days unless there's some bills paid or some shopping done. Okay? What the heck? You said dating a married man should be off limits. I said it. Being a married man and dating should also be off limits, but they don't think so. Okay? Sometimes they don't tell you they married until you find out too late. Sometimes they tell you straight up, so you don't know ideas. So either way, they're the one that's breaking the vows, not you. Okay. Most married men, they're going to break their vows because they don't take marriage seriously. Okay. Which is why I don't understand why so many women want to rush into marriage, especially if a man is not financially, beneficial. What would be a cute loungewear, not just cute PJs? Matching sets are cute. Matching sets. Cute little, what do you call it? They have these lounge dresses. They're not muumuus, but they're like cute and sexy kind of. Or matching sets. You said Skims have loungewear. Mm-hmm. Okay. Someone, yeah, go to just loungewear and just click on loungewear and you'll see some cute stuff. Do you tell religious provider that you're not religious? You lie to them and get their money, just like the religion lies to you to get your money at the church. Okay, you be religion enough to catch them tithes and offerings. You hear me? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You be religious enough to get your tithes and offerings. That's all you gotta do. Lie, girl, lie. Okay. I'll pretend. I don't care. Amen. Mama say, Mama side, Mama cool. I'll give him my money. Shira, he called me the B word, so I broke up with him. Now he liking my stories, but how do I act? Like, okay, girl, if somebody call me the B word, that's just normal. I don't care. I'm gonna call him a word too, and we're gonna be laughing later while I'm shopping with his credit card. You know why? Because I don't care. Perhaps I am a B word. I don't care now. I just want your money. I don't care what you think. You gonna pay still. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, y'all too soft in this world. Look. Y'all are too soft. He called me the B word. I broke up with him. Oh, now he's liking my stories because he liked mean women. You can call him the A word and send him an unblock fee and get your money. Self-made millionaire because of you. I leveled up, married a provider. All my money I was able to invest and now changed my family tree. Oh, Jasmine, yes. Congratulations, ma'am. Sprinkles. I know that's right. I love to hear that. She done got her money up, changed the direction of her, got her family tree and the going and growing in the right direction, and married a provider. Okay, that's exactly what I'm telling y'all to do. Okay. Congratulations, girl, for being an example, and thank you for sharing your story. Y'all need to go ahead and get this money too and do what I'm telling y'all, because that's what it will lead to. You pulled your energy back. Now he's blown up. How do I make him consistent and spend now? By having other people spend on you and putting him on the back burner until he realized he got to spend in order to talk to you. Okay. You put them on pause until they start acting right. If you keep dealing with them and they're acting wrong, they don't think they're acting wrong. Okay. So this is why I tell y'all to keep a roster. You got another man here who's going to give you the money. When this one stopped giving you money, he stopped acting right. You stop responding to him. You stop dealing with him. This is how you teach them, by example. You don't sit there and beg, give me child treatment. That's how he makes you into a pick-me-sha. You say pause, and then you turn over here and you deal with the other one. And when this one realizes he don't have no type of leverage, and if he wants to, that he got to do, he got to do. That's when he's going to either start acting right or he's going to disappear because he don't have it and he don't like you enough. Do you understand? So when they start acting up, you put them on pause. You stop dealing with them. You send them that unblock fee, that re-entry fee, whatever fee they need to be paying. And then you avert your attention elsewhere. Why? Because as long as you keep allowing them to do things that you don't like them doing, if you keep responding to them, if you keep interacting with them, if you keep exchanging conversation and energy with them, you're letting them know it's okay by your actions. You're still dealing with them. That's still interaction. When you put them on pause, say what you need to say, send that unblock fee or that re-entry fee, that's it. They know the answer. They know what to do. They don't do it. They're choosing not to. Okay? That's how you keep your boundaries. That's how you get what you want. And that's how you make sure that they understand that there is no, compromise with your standards. They'll either do it or they'll disappear. And if they disappear, they weren't going to do it anyway. Okay? So it's nothing lost. It's freed up time to focus on yourself and getting the other man's money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you learned this the hard way. You got it now. Okay. Well, yes, please learn. Learn the hard way or the easy way. But the easy way is cheaper. I missed your super chat. What? Jasmine, I just saw your super chat. You said you got some money. You became a millionaire. Okay. I said, congratulations, girl. See, you must have missed it. You must have been off in the bathroom or something, girl. I was like, congratulations. Y'all need to do like Jasmine did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, have fun at Pilates, ma'am. I did, girl. Where were you at? I addressed that. I was so happy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, you got to watch it again. When you get back from Pilates, watch the video again. Okay. It was about minutes ago. All right. If a man is trying to impress you, how do you act? You act impressed by telling him how he can also continue to impress you by naming things that cost money. Like, oh my gosh, that's so great. You're so smart. I bet you are very successful at what you do. Oh my gosh, if I was as successful as you, I would have blah, 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 blah. But right now I'm saving up for that. If I was as successful as you, I would pay to have someone take care of my aunt, so I wouldn't have to do that every day. I would be adding stuff in, dropping hints and clues. You know what I'm saying? And acting impressed at the same time. I'm a multitasker. I'm going to get it done. You're going to know what I need, what I want, how much I need. And I'm going to be stroking your ego all at the same time. You know why? Because I'm a multitasker. I know how to get this money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to learn how to combine conversations with hints and clues and throwing out info if they're at the same time and stroking their ego. If you can do that, you're going to win. Okay? Okay. Was supposed to take you out last week and disappeared. Text me a week later talking about, I'm sorry, I haven't been in touch. How are you? And I do miss you. What should I do? Re-entry fee, ma'am. Send him a link to give you some money. Say, oh, I'm so glad you called. I really needed your help, but you were nowhere to be found. Tell him your car been towed and you need some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've been stranded. Make it a sense of urgency. He'll feel guilty for ghosting you. He's going to go ahead and send that money. You heard? Collect. Don't sit over there and be mad. Collect your money, girl. If you ain't collecting money, you wasting time. Okay? Tell him your car has been told you need some money. I can't get to you. Can't come see you. I need to get my car towed. I need Uber money and car tow money. Give me my stuff. All right. Don't be mad. Get your money first. Then be mean later. After you get your tow money, the money you don't even need, then go be mean to him again, because then it's gonna seem fake. So after you get what you need, then your attitude comes out a little bit. Then you're like, so why didn't you call me for a week? Then you can get some more money out of them if you play your cards right. Okay. But right now, you needed to solve your problem. You were nice enough to get your problem solved. You were nice enough to get his money. Now you're like, so where were you that whole week? So you start getting a little bit sad again. Then you start talking about other stuff that you're saving up for and need. And you get a little mad. He thought he got somewhere by giving you the toll money, but he didn't get nowhere. You see? So you start bringing back up the fact that he ghosted you for a week. Start asking him questions, and then you're like, these shoes are so cute. Here, I'm gonna send you the link. Look, don't you think these are cute? See if he buys for you. You have immune system issues. Okay, so you can't date for money. Okay, what does that have to do with it? You could date anybody without even touching them for money. You tried support group, but there's a few men and they wanted to be chased. Should I give up? No, you shouldn't tell nobody nothing. You should get your money, and you don't have to roll around with nobody or do anything with anybody. Okay, that's the whole point of the chase and being desired. They chase, don't let them catch you. Get your money, and then if you want to seriously date someone, yes, you should join one of them support groups and date within that. Okay, Caribou-doo-doo, Caribou-Buddha. Girl, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you that. Carabuda. Okay. How you doing? Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, I did not mean to say that. The lettering is so small on my screen. Okay, so Carabuda, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. You said don't meet men in support groups. Well, then you need to find a place where everyone that is, like you, who are trying to date, can date within that community. Should you blackmail your married boyfriend? You're 22, he's 35. That's illegal. You shouldn't blackmail anybody, but you should ask him for things, and you should have the information that you need. If you want to blackmail him, you should just not say that you want this or I'm going to do that. You just say, oh, I really need this and I really need that. And if he doesn't give it to you, anonymous messages are just fine. Then ask again, okay? Like nothing happened. And then he'll be like, oh, well, somebody, contacted my house or called my wife. Said, oh, really? Are you seeing someone else? Play dumb. That's unfortunate. You know where he works too. You understand? Don't blackmail them. Just keep asking him for money, and after mysterious things start happening at his house. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you, girl. You ain't got the blackmail. You can't take on actions and play dumb. You dated a guy you now have blocked, don't want to deal with, but he still wants to give me money. So take the money. Tell him he can give you money all you want, but you ain't unblocking him. Send the unblock fee and then don't block them. Or send the Cash App and keep them blocked. What is the psychology of men loving mean women? Nice women are stupid. Nice women like them more than the man likes them. Nice women are eager to please. Men like to earn stuff. They like challenge and they like a little bit of spice, you know. Easy women, nice women, readily to available women are already conquered, stupid, and boring. Okay? They want something exciting. They want someone to put them in their place when they're not acting right. They want someone who actually cares enough to take the time out of their day to tell them something about themselves instead of, oh, that's okay, honey. You understand? They don't like that mess. It's not, it's like, okay, eye roll, you know. They don't like doormats unless they want to use them and abuse them. Okay? We're not doormats, and nice doesn't get you that many places. You can stroke their ego and you can cuss them out too. Or you can be nice and you can be nasty at the same time. Never been your standards for men. Men like women who know what they want, know who they are, and are a challenge. How do you respond to a man who tries to have embarrassing convos in public, like he's trying to gain sympathy from the public, making me look bad? It's like, oh my gosh, you play the same role. Play the same role, except instead of gaining sympathy, gain laughter. Okay? This is how you do it. When he starts acting a fool, this is what you do. You be like, honey, 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 I have your meds. Honey, take your meds. Oh my gosh. Here, I got your meds right here. Y'all, he's off his meds. Meds. I have them here somewhere. Y'all, I am so sorry this man is off his meds. Y'all know how it is. All right, that's how you do it. You act like you looking for his meds. So sorry, his meds. Then that'll shut it down. How can I take their money while I have to mask? Girl, that's called acting. If you're a good actress, you can get their money, girl. If you're a good actress, you can shut them down in public when they try to make you look stupid. Make them look even dumber. Girl. His meds. Honey, I told you to take your meds today. I know you do that. That's why I bring my purse like that lady on Annabelle. Did y'all watch the last one? Was that Annabelle or The Conjuring? Anyway, that lady kept his medicine in her locket when he started having problems. I got your med. I got you. I got you. Like Lorraine had Ed. I got you. Asher, thank you for giving the advice you do. I was able to get rid of my dusty and start self-growth. I got a date within 2 days of breaking up. The man had money. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle. See, I love these stories. Congratulations, ma'am, and good luck on your date. I hope you had a fun time on your date with the man with money. Okay. I asked him for a new phone. No, my roster is giving. I know that's right too. She getting phones. She getting dates with men money. This is happening so nicely. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the man that embarrass you in public, I think he would love if you acted the same way, and he would get a kick out of it, actually. He's like, you know what? You speak my language. I like you. You're going to turn on when you start looking for that medication he don't even take. He's like, you gonna look at him crazy. You like, that's wifey right there. Okay. How did y'all meet? How did you know she was the one? Well, when I started acting a fool in public, she acted a bigger fool and shut me down, and that's how I knew she was the one. She was the one. Her acting skills were so good. She had the whole crowd believing that I was on medication. Sprinkle. 72-year-old man with money taking me for drinks on Sunday and a movie. What should I be texting him until I see him? I'm 35, turning 36 in a week. Love you. Okay, 72-year-old man taking you for drinks and a movie. Oh, wow. Okay, so obviously no dinner. Okay. Drinks and the movie. He's going to fall asleep in them movies if you take him to drink, and he's 72. So that's number one. So if it were me, I would suggest something else. Like something else. Because that man gonna be asleep and snoring in that movie. You're gonna be watching that movie by yourself. I would suggest dinner or shopping or walking around the shopping center. Or I would suggest to skip drinks and do something else because he's gonna be asleep, girl. That man too old to stay up in a whole 2-hour movie after he done drank some alcohol, and you know that. Okay. So you should be asking for stuff in between, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to the movies. Oh my gosh, I lost my favorite hoodie and I get so cold in the movies. I need to buy another one, but I'm saving up for this and that. So I'm trying not to spend money. But here's a cute hoodie that I like online. I don't know if I should get it. What do you think? Send him the link. See if he'll buy it for you. Or maybe he'll say, well, let's skip the movie and do something else. Which he should, because guess what? He's gonna be sleeping it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That boy, he's just trying to take a nap on your date. That's all he's trying to do. Thank you, Karabuda. Thank you, girl. Karabuda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means you're trying to take a nap and call it a date. Next. Just get something out of him. Have him take you shopping instead. I'm serious. If you go on that date and you do drinks and movie, he gonna be asleep. And when you come back and tell me that I was right, I'm gonna be laughing. Okay. He said movie dates are low effort. He's old. He don't want to be walking around. He probably can't eat everything. He probably wants to take a nap, girl. He can get him a good stiff drink and sit in that movie and go to sleep, and it's gonna count as a date. And you in the dark, ain't nobody gonna see y'all. Okay. Would he trying to see the Michael movie? He might stay awake if the music is good and loud. I don't know. Okay. The psychology of men loving mean women is that men don't want no stupid doormat. It's not appealing. Okay, that's it. They like they like when you tell them the truth and you're mean. They like the challenge. Anyone who's too nice is a pushover, and they're gonna just discard you and use you and look for somebody mean because that's what they like. They like what they can't have. They like a challenge. They like the chase. That's why. That's why. What to do if he says I'm on probation until he forgives me? Talk to the other one. Just leave him on red, send the unblock fee, and then block him, and then go talk to your other one, which was you should have if you watch this channel. You should already know that. Talk to the other one and put him on break until he wants to pay to get out, to be unblocked. Okay. If you only got one option, he knows you're desperate. He has leverage. If you got more than one option, you put him on block by sending him an unblocked fee prior to blocking him. Either he pays to get unblocked or you move on to the next, baby. Don't let people have leverage over you. That's the stupidest thing you can do. How did you become so unbothered? Were you always that way, or did you have to learn not to take things personally? I learned not to take things personally when I started giving people fake news. Okay. Because when you see people's intention, After you give them fake information and they try to use the fake information that you gave them against you, you can start to see people's intention from the start by the questions that they ask you. You know what I'm saying? So you learn not to take it personally. You learn to say, okay, this is this person's intention and their technique. I know who they are. I know what they're about. I'm going to give them fake news. When I see that they're going to try to use the fake news against me, then I know to cut off feelings, to not take anything personally, to understand that their method is intentional and that it's not me. It was their intention all along, you know? And so then I just like observe. Okay. Staying unbothered also means not giving out all your information to be bothered. Can't be bothered if whatever they're spewing against you or spewing out of their mouth or trying to use against you, it's not even real. Okay. So if you trauma dump on somebody and then they use your trauma against you, if it's fake trauma, it's not going to hurt. So how can you take it personally? Okay. If you don't share trauma at all and you share something else and they try to use that against you and it was a lie in the first place, how could it hurt? How could you take it personally if it's not even real? You understand? So stop giving out so much information. Stop telling people stuff, and you will never have to take anything personally because they won't have anything personal. You understand? Not even your feelings. That's your test. You test them by giving them fake news for the longest and see how long it takes them to want to use it against you. And that's how you know that if you were to give them real information and if you were to be in a real long-term relationship with this person, how it's going to be. And you can say, okay, well, now we're about this money. Now we will continue to lie. Now you will get nothing but fake news. Now I will stay unbothered so I never have to get unbothered. You see, you set it up from the start. Came late to the lie. What is the psychology of men loving mean women? Girl, I'm not answering this question no more. Rewind and watch it again. You've been here too long. Y'all are just trolling now. Going to the Newport Beach boat show anytime. Any tips? Yeah, look bougie and don't look desperate. Ask questions. Don't be a know-it-all. Let people teach you stuff when oh my gosh. Play dumb, play stupid, and be pretty. The meaner you are to men, the nicer they are to you. That's right. I don't think y'all are paying attention. This is why y'all have trouble in relationships, because y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all can't see no red flags. If y'all had to go to the bathroom and you took a little bathroom break and you weren't listening to what I said, then watch the video from the beginning or rewind it. Okay? I did answer the question. Stop taking things personally by not giving out personal information to be having to take things personal. Look at them as a wallet or as an ATM until they prove themselves as a human being. Why would you take things personally from an ATM, darling? They haven't proven themselves as a human being yet. Then why are you taking anything personal? Okay? You give them fake news, they use it against you. How can you take it personal if it's fake news? You don't tell them the truth from the beginning. You don't get too close to people. You don't attach to people who haven't earned it. Okay? Some of y'all are attaching blindly to people that don't even like you and who plan to use you in advance. People are not even deserving of your attachment, but you're attached to them like from the beginning automatically because you think that's what you're supposed to do because that's what society has programmed you to do. But they have to earn your attachment. They have to prove themselves. They have to be worthy of your attachment. You're not going to take anything personally against someone trying to prove themselves to you and they haven't proven themselves yet. Okay? If you take things personally too soon into a relationship, if you take things personally from someone who's still trying to prove themselves to you, they haven't even proven themselves to you yet. So how could you take them personally? Doesn't match up. Okay. If you're in a relationship or if you're dating someone and you're still trying to see if they even are worthy of a relationship with you, you can't take nothing personally. Obviously, they're failing and they're not being deemed worthy. Because guess what? They're failing. They're not impressing you. They're not doing the most. Why would you take anything that they say personally? They're just mad because they're not winning in the game. They're failing. So, of course, failures are going to be mad. They should be. I'm not taking that personally. Does your advice apply to college dating for fun? No, unless you're dating men from rich families at Ivy League schools. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or men from money. Doesn't count because they can't do nothing for you. All I say is don't get pregnant and don't reach in your purse. Don't pay, don't give them money. If they can't afford to take you out on a cheap fast food date in college, then don't even date them. All right. They can save up enough to take you through the drive through at least. I don't know. I'm not dealing with that. But if y'all are, don't reach in your wallet and don't get pregnant. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, don't blame the woman for a man cheating. All men cheat. You can blame it whoever you want. Just blame cheating for a man cheating. Blame air. Blame whatever. They're gonna cheat regardless. Thank you. Etsy P 2024 sprinkle sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. You said it's so true. You got mean and now he's trying so hard to make me happy. Exactly. Now they have something to do. They have a purpose. All right. Well, if you're too nice, they don't have a purpose. There's nothing they can do. Everything is okay. That's great. I love you. You're perfect. Everything is all right. I'm a pygmisha. They have nothing to do. You're bored. Where are my larger lamps at? They're in my dining room right now. They didn't really go in here. I tried to put them in here. They didn't match. So they're more of a cream, and my stuff is more white in my bedroom. So they're not going to be able to go in my bedroom. Well, thanks for asking. Can we change even if we're stupid in the past? Or will they always be who they are? Or can we change if we stupid in the past? Or will they always be who we are? Or will we always be who we are? I'm having trouble moving on because I dwell in prior mistreatment. Okay. So people can change every time they take one step. Every thought you can change. Everything you can change. You can change right now if you choose to. So if you choose to change and make different decisions, dwelling on something in the past is useless. Okay. It brings you $0. It takes you 0 places. And if you're dwelling on something, you're thinking about it, which means you're going to attract it because that's where your thoughts are going. So stop thinking about something from the past. It means you're not going to attract it in your future because you're going to be thinking about what you want instead, which is going to subliminally, subconsciously program your mind to take the path in that direction versus a circle to the past or a repeating cycle. Okay. So stop thinking about the past. You are no longer there. And the reason why so many people keep thinking about the past is because, and they can't get over it, is because they know they're going to repeat it because they haven't done the work to change enough to do better. So you got to put in work on yourself. You got to start dating other types of people. Maybe they're not your type, but maybe they'll treat you better. Okay. Maybe they will become your type after you see that how good it feels to be treated great and get everything you want. Maybe your type needs to change. Maybe your path needs to change. Maybe you need to become the type of person that chooses better instead of hoping for better. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you are in charge of that. Some of y'all hope and wish for better instead of choosing better. You hope that this loser is going to be better than the last loser. Or you could choose a winner. They might not look as good as a loser who's, going to use you, but they will treat you better. So y'all need to figure it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do all men eventually cheat? Because they can. Okay. Just like you can too if you choose to. Everybody got free will. They chose to, that's why. Because at a moment where they said, okay, well, I can or I should, maybe I should. I don't know. Any, many, money, mo. I don't know. Flip a coin. Or I'm saying this is my big chance because they can, because they have free will and they use it and they have no regret about it. You said it's in their blood. Because they can, just like you can. They're just exercising their free will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you handle a situation when multiple guys flirt with you at the same time, at the same place? How to not mess up? By pitting them against each other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And see which one like you the most. They'll either all walk away or one gonna stay and do what they need to do. It's like, oh my gosh, y'all are all so handsome and nice. Now which one is gonna take me shopping? Oh, really? You? Well, good thing I have this shopping cart already full right here. Look, TikTok. You can pay for my TikTok. Can't you hear? Do you think I should lie about my age in order to not put off Ben? Or should I be honest? I look younger than my age. Girl, how so many people think that they look younger than their age and they really don't. But if you do, I'm not lying about my age if I look younger. Okay? Most of the time the men be lying about their age. But if you can get away with it, don't lie about it too harshly. Like maybe take it down a few years, but not too much. Okay? Because eventually you continue to date them, they'll eventually find out. But if you don't care because you're not going to be dating them long term, it doesn't matter. You could even give them a fake name. Mm-hmm. You said you're 20, but you look 18 to 17. Okay, so you're still not able to drink. You still can't get into the bar. All right. You feel wanted and desired when they cheat. You do, girl? Okay. You 20 and 18 are the same thing. Yeah, you can't drink. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You might as well still be 18, girl, but you at least closer to 21. Why don't people talk to me? I look feminine. Maybe you don't look approachable. Maybe you don't look exciting enough to cross the room for. I don't know, girl. What is it? What's gonna make a man cross the room? Do you have good posture? Do you look like you're able to be approached? Do you go by yourself or are you surrounded by people? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Confidence? Are you giving off confidence or desperation energy? I don't know. It all depends on the energy you're giving out, if you're there alone or not, if you look approachable or not. All of that matters. Thank you to the nice, considerate woman in the comments section choosing to show kindness to me, even when I sent multiple girl. Um, honestly, one of my pet peeves is people that don't listen and people that know exactly what they're doing and pretend like they don't know what they're doing. I mean, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I answered that question 3 times in the last 5 minutes. Okay. If you have some type of disability, then I'm sorry. I didn't know. I apologize. Rewind the video. The question was answered twice. All right. You say you know what you're signing up for on this channel. Imagine you were me and you just answered the same question 3 times or twice within the last 5 minutes. Okay. You can see how that gets a little bit redundant. All right. And thank you for that lady who was nice to her. All right. How do you navigate wanting financial support from a man without looking desperate, especially in cultures where asking a man for money is considered taboo? Okay, you ask a man in a different culture for money, or you make them think it's his idea to give you money. You got to use reverse psychology on them. Like you got to drop hints and clues, and so that they'll want to give it to you. Like, oh, I'm saving up for something. I promised myself that I wouldn't, have any fun until I meet my goal. So I'm sorry I can't go out with you because that's considered fun. Well, how much is your goal? How much are you saving? Well, I only have this much saved, but my goal is, and then you name a larger amount. And I was like, well, I wouldn't be opposed to you helping me meet it. But, until then, I have to really, stay disciplined. But, maybe when I reach my goal, we can hang out. You unblocked him. You told him you wanted $1,000. He sent 1,000. I reblocked him and left him unblocked on PayPal, though. Thanks, Sheila and chat. Okay, ma'am, I know that's right. Hereby, Heather, get your money. That was quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She done came back and reported. I know that's right. Was that the dude that called you out your name, girl? The one that called you the N-word? Or the one that called you something else? Well, I'm glad you got your money. Wonderful. See how easy it is? If they want to come out of that unblocked, they'll pay. Now he blocked again, so he gonna pay again. All right. Some of y'all would have just blocked and left and cried in your car and been sad. I'm gonna get this money. If y'all over there overreacting and crying, y'all need to be getting paid. Okay, look, I'm not joking. Some women will be silly and dumb and too nice and go over there and break up and cry. Some women will go get their money from them who offended them. Okay, that's how you get it. The best revenge is your paper, like Beyonce says. You're gonna go be mean to somebody on your roster? Okay, ma'am. You see the same here, blocks when he misbehaves and he have to send you money and apologize. That's right. I'm gonna get it. Look, for a while, so many pick-me-shoes have been out there running around not charging these men for apologies, for forgiveness, for whatever. And now they need to be charging. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's homework, be mean for research purposes. Yes, lemon squeeze. Yes, you need to be mean for research purposes. It works. I mean, it's surprising. It's so surprising that it works. Once you start, it'll be easier and easier to be mean. Not too mean, but just mean enough to get what you want. Just mean enough to get what you want. They know that with the right actions, you won't be mean anymore. And that's what they're seeking. They're seeking to earn your forgiveness. They're seeking to earn your attention. It's a chase. It's a literal chase and it's a literal challenge. How do you do this when you live together? By telling him, look, you know I don't like that. You still did it. So I'm mad. And you just stop responding to them until they fix it or until you get what you asked for. If you want to make it up to me, do A, B, C, and D. Tell them how to make it up to you. That's it. You live together. You can communicate that quickly and that easily. You know I don't like when you do that. You did this. This is how you can make it up to me. Instead of nagging like a mother, like, oh, I told you not to do that. You shouldn't do that. Da, da, da. You didn't give him a way to redeem himself. You steadily emasculated him. Emasculate, mother, tell him what to do. You're his mother. But if you give him a quick way to redeem himself by being evil and mean, that's not mother anymore. That's woman. That's challenge. That's chase. So you got to give them a way to redeem themselves quickly. All right. So they said, you know I don't like that. I told you several times that I don't like that. You can apologize by doing A, B, C, and D, and that's going to cost them money, whatever it's costing. Be done. I mean, the ball is in his court. His marriage is on the rocks, or his relationship is on the rocks because it's in his hand. Either he's going to do something about it or he ain't. That's it. Don't sit there and nag him like a mother and ask him 20,000 million times. Give him the information he needs. Tell him where he messed up and tell him how he can redeem himself. That's it. Make sure it costs money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop nagging and get paid. I'm telling you. Stop nagging and get stuff done. Stop nagging and get this money. Because you over there wasting your breath. Turn it into his mama when you turn it into the paid. My books, girl. You can get my books into the description bar. Or you can get them on Amazon. Too Pretty to Pay Bills, Sprinkle Sprinkle, How to Date a Provider and Avoid a Dusty. Yes, ma'am. The Wisdom of Shira 7. This is daily affirmations and quotes to keep you on track from dealing with no dust. And that's one, Too Pretty to Pay Bills, How to Get Your Money, girl. Okay, How to Date a Provider and Avoid a Dusty. For beginners, this is a little guide on I bring nothing to the table, the stupid questions men ask to lower your standards, the answers you could give them back, plus a glossary of terms. Okay? There, get them books, you be good to go. Why? Because it's going to help you stop thinking like a pick-me-sha and get your money up. Okay, and for those of you who like coloring books, we have a coloring book. You can manifest your soft life and your whatever, or you can give it to your younger daughters. Teach them well. Ask other regulars at the bar to cover my tab at a few times. They complained to the bartender, I did too much, girl. Yes. They're supposed to offer to pay. You're not supposed to ask them. Okay, hold on, man. Let me see what you're looking like. Were these men old? And how did you ask? It's timing is everything. You got to be strategic, okay? You look good, so they should have paid, but timing is everything. You're so beautiful. You got that principal swag. Thank you, Barkus. Okay, I'm gonna take that compliment, but I look like a principal. Okay, so ma'am, when you go to the bar, as soon as a person starts talking to you, you ask for the tab. Okay. Let's say you had a salad or a little wine or your appetizer. As soon as a man sit down and start talking to you, ask the bartender for the tab right away. Hold it a while. Then you give that man conversation. Oh, really? And wave the receipt around like, oh, really? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you are so smart. I didn't know that. Anyway, he's going to think you're about to leave. You're engaging in the conversation. He thinks you're about to leave. You're looking at the tab. You're looking at him. Your drink's empty. He thinks you're about to walk out. He don't want you to leave, girl. You making him look like he's all that in this bar. So now he's like, well, do you want another drink? Oh, well, I just closed my tab. And he's going to be like, oh, it's on me. She's like, it is? You're so sweet. What's he going to do? Correct you? He going to correct you? He going to impress you? He said it's on. He said it's on him. He didn't say drink. He didn't say the tab. So you just assumed that he meant a tab and a drink. You see? He's not going to correct you because he's intrigued. You got him. He likes it. You're smart. Or you're really stupid. But he can't tell, so that's a turn on. You see? You missed my super chat. Oh my gosh. Hold on. See what you're talking about. You jokingly called him spoiled. Did I emasculate him? Yes. Women are spoiled. Only pick Misha's spoiled man. So obviously he would have picked Misha before. I don't know. I was like, instead of using the word spoiled, you could have said, oh, you're used to getting your way. That means you ain't gonna get your way with me. You got to pay. All right. So use that instead. Thank you, Purple. Kids Hub. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah. You got to change your vocabulary up. You said that was smooth. I know. I do it all the time. You're going to come up to me. You got to break off that wallet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, smart or stupid, the world will never know. I know. It's like on those like TV show episodes where the dumb one is always like the genius, the secret genius. There's always that one episode where the stupid one like scores extra high or it's like a secret genius and everybody have been assuming that they were the dumb one the whole time and then they don't even know. Kind of like that. But what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. That's how you should have done it, ma'am. Timing is everything. Okay, timing is everything. You gotta know what you gotta know what you're doing. That's why you gotta strategize. That's why it's chess, not chess. Okay, this is chess. Strategy, planning, seeing the steps 5 steps ahead. Stay 5 to 10 steps ahead. You know what you're doing. You assume that he's gonna say this, so you know you gotta do this before he says it. Okay, your actions are going to lead to what he's going to talk. So you got to play chess. You got to play chess. You your moves. You anticipate his moves. You got perfect timing. And drop that. Here you go. That tab on him. Okay. Try that, y'all, and come back and tell me how it works. Don't be afraid. You'll never see that man again if he says no. But if he says yes, wonderful. What do you think of stores like TJ Maxx? I think they're fine. I think any store, I think people could shop anywhere and look good because clothes don't make the woman make the clothes, darling. As long as they're not see-through and you can see your underwear through them, I think you're good. As long as they fit correctly and you can't see through them, unless they're supposed to be sheer. Is it a swimsuit cover? I don't know. Unless they must fit well. They can't be skin tight. I don't want to see no rolls. If you got rolls, I don't want to see them. If you wearing the clothes and they ain't wearing you, you're good. Wonderful. You said you got it. Sprinkle. Lining or buy you a slip if your stuff see through. I don't know. Attitude and mean are very different. Being mean is necessary sometimes. Having an attitude is just having an attitude and always having an attitude. Being mean is when it needs to be done. You can have the best day, you can have the brightest smile, but if somebody comes and disrespects you, or if somebody comes and it doesn't meet your standards, or if somebody asks you to lower your standards, then you could be nice, nasty, aka mean. Okay. You just don't walk around being evil. But when someone presents something to you that you are not happy with, or that you are unaccepting of, that's when you do it. Because they're testing your patience. They're testing to see if you're a pick-me-shit doormat. And if you don't pass, if you pass that test and you're a pick-me-shit doormat, they continue to exploit you. If you stop them in their tracks and redirect them to how they can make up for whatever they have just done, they will do it. Okay? Because you've given them a task, you've rejected them, and now they have to earn their way back now that they see you ain't no dumb pick-me-shit. Do you understand? You give them a way to redeem themselves immediately. What? I don't know what y'all are talking about, baby. Marcus? Who get wrong? I don't know who that is, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Marcus, be more specific. I don't know. He said, set them straight. Exactly. Give them something to do to earn their way back in immediately. That's why the unblock fee and the re-entry fee is so important, or a way to redeem themselves. It could be an action that they need to take, or it could be money. It could be whatever you ask, whoever it is, whatever that is, to whoever that is. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, okay. The lady who passed away you said with the hedge fund guy? I think women pass away all the time. And I said this earlier on my TikTok, and I said it yesterday. The first case that I had as a mortician was a young lady who was unalived by her boyfriend. The first case that I've ever had. It happens. It's been happening forever. It's not anything new. It's just a lot of people are reporting on it now, which is good that there's awareness, but it happens every day. It's been happening. In fact, I'm glad that there's more awareness, because now people can look into those things a lot deeper, and maybe it can be prevented, in the future. But I've been seeing this stuff with my own eyes. When I was young, I've seen all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happens in all walks of life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter race. It doesn't matter how much money they got. It just happens. It's unfortunate. That's why I tell y'all, ladies, protect yourself, get your money up, start your business, and don't trust nobody blindly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said being mean equals pepper spray. I definitely have seen this with my own eyes in real life, in all walks of life. I've even seen women, like, whatever the speculation is, I've seen women who have unalived themselves due to their baby daddy not staying. I have seen a lot of stuff. The results of it, anyway. So many. It's not worth it. That's why you need to be about your money, and you need to protect yourself, and you need to be wise, and you need to be smart. And you can't just trust everybody. Like, I don't trust nobody, but literally, you're not getting nothing out of me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they're always trying to humble beautiful women. That's because they can't impress them. I mean, if you can't impress somebody, what's the next thing you do? Try to bring them down to your level, right? Men that can't impress women try to humble them. That's just an indication that they're a waste of time. Okay? Waste of time. Can't humble a beautiful woman because somebody gonna give her a compliment in 2 minutes. Time wasted. All you did was expose the fact that you can't impress. Okay. Some of y'all can't send super chats because your super chats are too long and you're not paying enough to send a super chat, or you're not using appropriate words or something like that, okay? So try to use different words. Try to use words that you're not using or space them out. You are mysterious, but he says he's ready to uncover the real me. Then give him the fake you. I think I talked too much on date two. How do I hook him with maintaining my appeal? Give him some fake news. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Something that's interesting, that's not real. Don't make it so that you have to prove yourself later. Just something that doesn't matter. Just give him something fake that doesn't matter. Okay. People that want too much information and know the real you, they're trying to collect information for a reason. Understand that. Okay. Give them something interesting, intriguing, and fake. So if they try to use it against you later, it won't work. Okay. Fake news. Always. But remember it. Write it down so that you can remember it and build on it later. Okay. The real you. The way a man gets to know the real you is to invest long term and let the mystery unfold over time through witnessing the real you. Because the real you is a storyteller that's going to get their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's the real you, baby. The one that unfolds slowly. You said you wish somebody a happy birthday, girl. Was he someone you're not supposed to be talking to anymore? Y'all pick Misha's are dumb. When you're not talking to someone, when you broke up with someone, when someone is no longer in your life and providing for you, you're not supposed to reach out and wish them no happy birthday. What you happy about? Why do you want them to have a happy birthday? They don't even talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Can a man refuse to submit to DNA tests if I am pregnant by him? I don't know. If it's a court order, they got to do it. If you got some evidence, girl, get you some screenshots. You need evidence. You need screenshots. You need phone conversations. You need gather your info, girl. Then get them. The courts will order it. He got to do it. Do you understand? He got to go do that, girl. You got to do it. Or they're going to start calling up his job, girl. All right. A friend want to introduce me to a wealthy friend who is heterosexual. I don't know what that means. You don't know what heterosexual means? Okay, English must not be your first language. So I'm going ahead and help you out, girl. It means he's straight. It means he's not gay. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's a good thing. Thank you, mock laws of justice. Appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, he's not gay. He's straight. Girl, that was the easiest question I ever answered in this world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for such an easy question. Easy. All right. Homosexual means he's gay. Hetero means he's straight. Okay. So homo means man. It means they like men. Mansexual. That means he like rolling around on a mattress with a man. Hetero means you like the opposite sex, which is a woman. So that means he's straight. Okay? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I don't think English was her first language or something. Or maybe she didn't know. Maybe they don't teach that in school. I don't know. Where's she at? I don't know. You said you don't like when your friends try to hook you up? Girl, I have never had nobody try to hook me up in my entire life. Except maybe like one time, but it wasn't really a hookup. It was like more of a hangout. You know what I mean? Like, well, his friend is coming. Okay, well, that don't mean nothing to me. Okay, so I never had anybody try to ever fix me up with anybody. That was funny. They already know I'm too picky. No, that ain't good enough. Now, let me die. Nah. Nope. Mm-hmm. Reprogram yourself with statistics. What? And you mean, are you having menopause? Girl, are you a man or a woman? Are you concerned with menopause? Well, I'm old enough to be going through it, girl. That's for sure. Hopefully the symptoms don't occur no time soon. You know, I have cousins that are my age that went through it, but I'm plant-based. I don't eat meat. My diet's a little bit different and I take lots of supplements. And maybe that's slowing down the process, which is probably good. I don't know. There are certain like peptides and supplements and diet that will keep you biologically younger than your age. So the effects of menopause will probably be slowed or delayed. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not trying to have no more kids, so it don't even matter. All right. You're vegan as well? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. My lipstick is actually by Gerard Cosmetics, and I probably might have a link. Let me see if I can find my link there. My Amazon storefront, Shira 7. Our Amazon storefront. But hold on. What? Something loud. Oh, wait. I'm clicking on the wrong. Hold on. Amazon. Amazon. Let me send y'all my links. So I have like a beauty products. There it is. There's a lot of them in there. You got to scroll. But if you just maybe type it in, I don't know. But if you scroll down, you'll see Gerard Cosmetics Hydro Matte liquid lipstick. And this is the color Strawberry Field. Well, that's what it is. That's what I got on, girl. I was on my TikTok talking about it earlier. You could have got it if you were on my live. I had the links and everything. Mm-hmm. What one day is going to happen? I just got to keep hope alive. It's going to break the internet. What's going to happen, Marcus? You going to get paid? You going to give me some money? Is that what's going to happen? Wonderful. It's against your nature to be mean. How do I navigate that? Okay, become the villain. Remember, all villain origin stories, the villain was nice in the beginning. So if you don't know how to be a villain, then you don't really know how to be nice. Okay? You gotta know both sides of the story, man. You gotta know both sides of the story. Okay. All right. You got to know how to be mean in order to really understand what you need to do to be nice. Because nice is stupid. You know, people take advantage of nice. Nice gets taken for granted. You need boundaries, okay? And if you're a villain and you're mean and you're nice, you'll know the middle ground and you know what to do, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, it was metrosexual. Sorry. Okay. Metrosexual means that he is in the mirror longer than women and he possibly could be gay. You might be on the down low, but he takes his looks and how his care, his self-care more seriously than women do. That means he probably looks better than you, girl. And that's a no-no. So metrosexual is the type of dude that arches his eyebrows, makes sure his beard is perfectly straight. He dresses very nice. You can't tell if he's gay or straight. And he might go both ways, or he might be on the down low, but he insists that he's straight. It's an overly groomed, possibly gay man. I missed your super chat. Okay, hold on. You're so beautiful. Okay, okay. I already did that. Thank you, Marcus. Already read that. What to do if a man looks at you? Do you look back or pretend you did not see him? I'm in the UK. Men don't always approach women. I'm more confident now. You look, if he looks at you, you smile at him. That's inviting. If he looks at you and you like what he's looking like, and you look like he looks like he has some money, you smile. And you're like, that's an invite. That's come on over, darling. So when he's looking at you, you make sure you notice him looking at you, and you smile. You like, that's an invite. If he doesn't understand that it's an invite, then he's stupid. You don't want him anyway. Okay. Going on a solo trip to Miami. Any advice? I don't know. I ain't never been to Miami, child. Never been. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that they wear a lot of Fashion Nova and Bodycon. That's all I know. And they got a lot of silicone over there. But there are nice parts. There is money there. There's money there. Style is much different, so prepare for that if you aren't prepared already. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. There's lots of money in body cons everywhere, girl, in Fashion Nova. That's what I say when I think of Miami. I'm like, okay, money in Fashion Nova. How do I ask my sugar daddy to put me in apartment help? Tell him where you are currently at is dangerous and you need to relocate as soon as possible, and put a sense of urgency behind it. Okay? Call in a frantic manner. Oh my gosh, I need your help. I have to move as soon as possible, but I need money. It's so dangerous here. Make it seem like it's urgent. Then he'll be more likely to move into action mode quickly. Okay? Start crying and stuff, girl. Make it seem urgent. It's urgent. You must move. Come up with a good story. You can make it believable though. But come up with a good story as to why where you live is no longer safe. Okay. Lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is the husband, boyfriend? He's either one or the other. It's a woman that agreed to marriage without paperwork. It's a man who made a woman agree to marriage without no paperwork. It's a lie. It could be a common law marriage that doesn't count on paper. I'm about my money, but sometimes I start liking young muscle guys at the gym. Girl, you're 21. What do I do to stop that? Ask them for some money when they tell you no, you're going to feel real stupid for even liking them in the first place. Young muscle guys. Okay. You know, it looks real stupid when you got a lot of muscles and you're fit, but your wallet is empty. That look real stupid. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just think of it like that. Think about their 1-bedroom apartment with a recliner, a TV, and a video game, and an air mattress. Think about that when you look at them. Okay. I missed super chat, girl. I thought I answered it. Okay, let me look. Sheila. It must be way, way back here. Okay, fiance has means, but withholds from me because he wants a baby. Won't pay for my share of forfeit. Girl, automatically up. Won't financially provide the way you teach. Okay. Next, break up with him. All right. Don't claim that mess. You can go get an old man to pay for everything and give you spending money. What you doing? Why are you with the dust? Just because he got money don't mean that he's generous. Okay. He's telling you he's got too much leverage over you and you're too stupid to see it. Okay. This man has invited you to be his arm candy on vacation. Is this man the same age as you? Because that's why he's doing this, because you're the same age. You need an older man. An older man will pay for everything and give you more. You're with someone that's your same age that comes for money. He don't even like you. You're just a placeholder. You're just tagging along. He knows you gotta be there because you don't have nothing. Oh, he's 7 years older? Okay. Get him to pay or tell him you ain't going. It's like, you know what? I'm thinking about breaking this engagement off. Tell him you're thinking about breaking the engagement off. When he says, why? Say, because I would like a full provider. And I can't respect a man who can't fully provide for me. So I'm just losing respect for you each day. If you want to get my respect back, stop asking me to pay for stuff, because it's a turnoff. You gave him a way to redeem himself. You told him he was thinking about leaving because you know you could get better. Now the ball is in his court. Either he's going to break up with you and go be alone, or he's going to start paying. Do you understand? Because this is not a relationship, especially if this man is 7 years older than you. He doesn't even like you. Are you sure he even wants to be engaged? If he's making you pay to be on vacation with him, does he even like you, girl? I'm threatening to break up unless he gives me some money and pays. I'm not dealing with that. I look too good, and you should look. And if you don't look as good as me, then you need to get in that mirror and put on some wigs and makeup too. Let's see what happens. Second date, he got money, Hollywood insider. He is 70, in his 70s, and like you times 10. I've hinted that you hate work. How do I transition into getting money? He's already trying to roll around. Okay, tell him you need money for an emergency and see if he comes through. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And big bucks too. Saying you hate work doesn't mean anything. Everybody hate work. Come up with a fake excuse to get money quick. All right. See what he could do. All right. Your car got towed. You need this. You need that. On Ethel, whatever. Come up with big buck money. At least $1,000. At least $500 to $1,000 or more. See if he can get it to you. Okay. Because everybody hate their job. Okay. Anybody that's clocking in don't want to be there. That's common sense. But you need to come up with a fake, financial issue for him to remove. All right. And he might want to roll around, but he ain't gonna get to the mattress no time soon. You're gonna keep milking him until he realizes it ain't gonna happen. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep coming up with urgent scenarios for him to send you money and see if he does. If he talks about rolling around, it's like, you know what? I really like you and I definitely want us to get to that point in the relationship, but I am so stressed right now. This happened and I'm trying to save up for it. And I really I need some help. I need a break. And see what he does. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he tries to say, well, if you roll around on the mattress with me, it's like, no, I don't really do that. But, I thought you were different. I thought you really liked me. If you just want to roll around on the mattress, you can call somebody for that. I thought you really wanted to help me. Flip it. Then we're like, oh, no, 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 you're right. You're right. Well, how much do you need? And you get the money. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People try to tell me I'm pretty. I don't feel that way. Well, then get in the mirror until you do. Self-care, get in the mirror until you feel good. Okay. Get your outfits together until you feel you look pretty. Okay. You're your own worst critic. If you don't feel it, then nobody else's opinion matters. So get in that mirror until you feel pretty. Getting that makeup, getting that hairstyle, and getting that wigs. Get them wigs on your head until you feel better. I don't know. Whatever makes you feel better, do it. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. You said you're 28. You're a nurse and a med student, and still single. Girl, you got to date in the hospital. Go up to the surgeon's area. Walk around in front of them surgeons, girl. Get you one of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Multitask. Okay. Look, if you're in med school and you're a student, you might as well go get you a surgeon. Why skip around? Look, the money is right there. Someone says date an older surgeon, wear figs. Okay, that's that tight fitting nurse fit scrub. Wear pink if you can. If you can't, wear whatever color they tell you to wear, them fitted ones. So that's right. You hang around them surgeons will smell good, smell clean. I don't know what they let y'all wear perfume, wear them pheromones. They can't detect this. Look, get the whole cosmetics. Use my code Shira. Get you these pheromones. Press him and liquid finesse. Wear them things. They don't smell like nothing but fresh air. And when you get around that surgeon, like sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Hail. You said Hail Goddess. Okay, then Hail Goddess Lilith. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are you wearing pants? I thought you had a skirt on. I am wearing jeans. I am wearing wide leg, high-waisted jeans, and this cardigan and some heels. Your favorite ones, Marcus. These, where you can see my toes. All right. You said the patients will want her too. That's okay. They can't get out the bed and chase, but the surgeons can. Them shoes is cute. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. Those are my favorite, like, cute shoes to wear with like casual, dressy casual, because my toes can be out. I can show off my pedicure. And I can still be cute with a pointy toe heel, because there's a pointy toe. And my little tootsies won't be rubbing against them, because they would be like, out free. You say, can we see them again? Yes, ma'am. You like me? Oh, here they go. I have silver ones too. It's like a faux croc pattern on it. And then your little toes will come out right here. Yeah. You can beat somebody with it too. All right. You said I really be on full glam. Yeah, because this is how I dress. I don't have no, I do have more casual clothes, but I try to do a little bit, I try to look good, feel good. Any tips on protection so no one here ends up like, yeah, stop trusting everybody. I don't trust people enough to travel to foreign countries with them. I don't trust people that much. Honestly, I don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't trust enough to do that. Either give me the money, I'll go with my friends and family. I'll send you a postcard, but no. I think after you're in a relationship for a while, you're married, you got kids and stuff like that. I think that's when you can kind of trust someone more. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I trust people until they earn that trust over a long period of time. Okay. I think women should learn how to make people earn trust over a long period of time versus trusting blindly. And I teach that. I say never trust blindly. I'm about getting their money and doing my thing. You know, I feel like so many people try to perform for social media that they forget common sense. You know, I definitely feel like if I were young and I was on social media, and social media is all about show, right? It's all about showing what you can do, showing where you're at, showing what you're doing. It's so, yeah, it's so performative that you forget to have common sense because you're so busy trying to create content. You're so busy trying to prove to the world that you're worthy, that you're doing this and that you're doing that, that you forget to have common sense. If you forget that, you know, life is real. And so for me, that's why y'all will never see me doing certain things because I grew up in an era where you had to literally make sure people were on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Because back in my day, before there was social media, there was only the news. Okay. And that's all we had to watch was the news. And so we would always be watching 48 hours, 48, what would you call that? Missing persons. You know, we would be watching 20, 60 minutes, and we will be watching, what are them old shows called? America's Most Wanted, First 48. Then they had all these TV shows, Law and Order. Like that's what we watched. We didn't watch social media. We watched all them shows, and we already knew. Don't trust him. It was him. It was the man. So we were already on our guard from the beginning. And when we took pictures back in the day, this is because I'm old. When we took photos back in the day, we took them for personal reasons, not for public reasons. Okay? People are switching that narrative and doing things for the public. They're not watching and they're not learning, what's happening. They're too busy watching other people take pictures. So what I feel is when you listen to people and you understand that you can't blindly trust people, you won't blindly trust anybody. They have to earn that over time. Okay, because all them shows, if they had watched them instead of social media, they would have known there were red flags everywhere. And a lot of people will ignore red flags for social media content. And I get up here and give y'all them red flags every single day. But people will ignore them for the gram. People will ignore them for TikTok. Oh well, it looks good on phone. Girl, y'all can use AI to take pictures with fake people if you want to. But so many people are performative and they overlook safety because they ignore the red flags for social media. All right. If I ever post up with people, if y'all follow me on Instagram, I'm posting up with people I've been known for years and decades. My kids, my family, my cousin. That's all you're going to see over there. Or people that, I do business with in a social environment in my city. That's it. I've been offered so many, excursions and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know who that is. You know, stay woke, as they say, darling. Don't be so excited to post up. Be excited to get this money and put in your account and build your own stuff and stop. Don't be so performative, okay? I get dressed every day, but I'm not performative. I get dressed for me. So we gotta understand being performative can make you ignore the red flags for content's sake, and that you shouldn't be doing that. Because like filming things and setting up films every time, it's performative. It's not even real. It's not real. That's why I don't do it. The only time y'all will see me making real, I'm in my car in my spare time in between running errands or on vacation with my kids. You always been the black sheep because you're pretty, and that taught me everything. I've been too nice and it cost me no more. That's right, man. You need to be mean. Be mean, set your boundaries and mean what you say, and don't bend. People will respect you more and do more for you as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. He knows I live with my parents. How do I deal with that? Tell him you need money to move out. Use your money. You said you started feeling depressed from being excluded. My level up help? Can my level up help? Yes, you need to stop depending on other people for your own happiness. You need to start doing stuff on your own by yourself. Okay. Sometimes when you're excluded, it means you need to get to know yourself. You need to enjoy your own company, and you need to make the best out of your life and romanticize your life and do the most. People will want to be your friend when they see that you are happy already within by yourself. They'll be like, hey, hi, how are you? They'll be trying to introduce themselves to you. You need to stop needing people, and you need to make people start wanting to be in your presence. Okay. Spend time alone, get to know yourself, have fun, go out by yourself, do stuff by yourself. Being excluded is not a big deal. Okay. I could care less. In fact, I don't even like to be included. Don't include me. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In fact, that person that wants me to be on their podcast on the news channel, I'm not even calling them back. All right. The only time they want black people on the news is to exploit them, so I ain't going up there. Taking my vitamins, drinking my water, minding my business. It ain't getting me. All right. Anyway, darling, you said amen. They're gonna be waiting on my call. All right. He said, stay moisturized, girl. I am. Look. You said clock it. I don't get excited for certain things. If you talked about some money in the beginning, maybe, but I ain't hear no money talk. So yeah, ain't not you don't call back. Okay. What y'all want to do now? Who y'all trying to exploit today? Me? Not gonna do it. They try to line folks up, or they gonna be waiting to line me up because I ain't calling back. They texted me, talking about, we want to have you on the podcast for such and such news channel. It's a major news channel. Major. The big ones. I said, no, thank you. No, I said, I'll call you back in a few hours. Then I'm going to call back. Not calling back, baby. I know what y'all want. I watch the news. I turn it off because of what y'all be doing over there. Okay. Now, if y'all call me to go on Ancient Aliens, I'm there. Talk about them aliens. Because as soon as one land, hey, how you doing, Galactic Glucose Guardian? If you're not calling me to talk about aliens, don't call me, girl. Don't call me. I'm not doing it. Y'all gonna exploit me, and I'd rather be on ancient aliens all day, every day. See, when you're anyway, galactic glucose guardians. That's right, man. The alien sugar daddies. Mm-hmm. You said what? What should underage girls be focused on? Hmm. Self-care, going to school. Okay. Making up your bedroom, making up your bed, doing your homework, perhaps. Not rolling around on the mattress, not getting hit by these little dusty boys. A goal, sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe your wardrobe, your fashion sense. Let's see, what was your age? What was I doing? I don't know how old you are, but I was shopping in the mall, getting my outfits together, doing my makeup, looking cute, finishing school, usual. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you have girl best friends. Sure. I don't have any. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong at all. They can't keep up with me. They can't come with me, baby. I have I hang out with girls that have the same or more than I do. So once you get to a certain level and a certain age, you got to have friendships that are easy instead of, competition or competitive. So if they don't have the same or more, they can't really you can be friends. You can't really hang out because you're not going to be able to do the same stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hang out with my cousin. She's like, she got money. We don't work. We hang out. We do what we want. You know, she got money. I got money. We can go shop together. We can go brunch. We can go eat. We can go spend like lots of money together and laugh about it and go antiquing and go to estate sales. That's what we do. You know, so they need to be on the same level or higher for me to be able to hang out with somebody and call them, someone that I want to spend time with. Otherwise, it's just work. You know what I mean? So until you can find people on your same level with your same, walking the same path, it's probably not, you're probably best to be alone. You said what? Men have messed the world up about positive energy. What do you mean? How do you just stay positive in your own perspective? How to make money coming from a broke family and providing for my broke parents. Where do you live? Okay, maybe you need to get them on some type of old people assistance and save your money. Would you what if you feel insecure while during doing the work? It doesn't matter. Just focus on something else that's going to make you feel confident instead. You have free will to feel how you choose to feel. You have free will to choose how you want to feel. Do you want to feel confident? Well, focus on things that make you feel confident. Do things that make you more confident. Take actions that will bring you more confidence. Stop thinking about something you don't want. Everyone has insecurities. Whether you choose to focus on them or not is your decision. Okay? Focus on something else. Let me show you something. Okay. I'll show you an example. Okay, here we go. Where the heck? All right. All right. See this light? If I shine it on something, attention is going to go towards it because I'm putting the focus and the attention on it. If I turn this light off, or if I focus this light in another direction, people are going to pay attention to that. Okay? So what you're shining light on and what you're giving your attention to is what is going to be focused on. So focus on something you want instead of something you don't want. Okay? Stop focusing on it. Women can be exhausting as friends when they are too insecure. Girl, that's why I don't have a lot of friends, baby. I choose people that are most like me because we could deal with each other. We get each other. I can't deal with an insecure person that always fishing for compliments because of their insecurity. I can't deal with people that don't have, the same type of confidence I have because I'm just going to offend them and they're going to call me arrogant. If you ain't on the same level, we cannot be friends. It doesn't go together. She's too arrogant. She thinks she's all that. No, I know I'm all that. I'm sorry you don't know that you're all that. That's not my job. I'm not your mama. Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Watch the channel until you get there, So you can't sit there and let people hold you back or dim your light or slow you down. They either coming with you or they got to stay and play catch up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. How you feel about yourself should not offend people. How someone feels about themselves should not be your problem. Okay? That's why you need to either walk alone or find like-minded people. And the funniest thing, like someone actually told me that um, I'm so glad you are the way you are because I'm the same way and people can't deal with me because I feel like I deserve this. I feel like I'm supposed to have this. I feel like this, and that. And they're like, and I can't really hang around. Are you right, man? Can't do it. You met an older man at a lounge and found out his daughter is a year younger than me. And wife passed 2 years ago. Not sure if my age will hold him back. Girl, they don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are men. You think they care about stupid stuff like that? As long as you're legal, they don't care. They really don't. Because he wouldn't talk to you if he liked older women. Think about it. Unless you look way older than your age, then why would it matter anyway? Okay. Men do not care as long as you're legal, okay? If that were the case, he'd be talking to someone his own age. How do you respond when a family member insults you? So thank you for sharing your opinion, but I agree to disagree. Unbothered, thank them for sharing their opinion and that you agree to disagree. Or what else can you do? Thank you so much for sharing your opinion, but I agree to disagree. Next, what if your provider husband complains and wants to quit job and move into a rural area? We got two girls. Is not it not being I live okay, it's not being I live in a rich area here. Want to get a new lover, hee hee. Huh? Girl, your husband sound like he's about to get dusty real quick, and you need to definitely find an upgrade because that man is done. You need to tell him, look, we're not moving. You ain't quitting your job, and you paying these bills. Suck it up. Do you need a vacation? Do you need to take your sick days off? Man up. Get back out there. Goodbye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to show him some motivational movies to make him man up or something. You need to have a marathon of motivational movies. Why he can't quit. Why he needs to put in work. You need to show him some horror movies about living in rural areas so he gets scared and stuff, okay? And start having nightmares and don't want to do that, okay? So show him like, what's this movie called? Wrong Turn, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Show him all the horror movies like about like the rural areas and people getting ate, okay? There, sprinkle, sprinkle. Have a horror movie fest about rural areas. Somebody said Apocalypse Now. Yeah. Okay. How to handle age gap judgment from others. For context, I'm 23, he's 43. Girl, that's not even an age gap. That's normal. All right. Honestly, that doesn't even count, darling. That's quite normal. That means your bills are paid and y'all could still procreate, and it's not that far-fetched, okay? Unless man looking like Dumbledore, okay? I don't think you have a problem. I don't think people are judging you like you think they are. That's very normal. Now, if he was like 65 and you were 23, that would be like, that would be an age gap difference. This man is definitely dating the type of woman that most 43-year-olds date, okay? All right. What if the woman is older and the man is younger by a few years? Then sugar mama to you too. Are you his sugar mama? Or is he paying for you, girl? I think people automatically assume that you're the sugar mama or you're his mom. Okay. What to do if you can't experience joy inside? Then experience getting paid outside. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go get your money. And then go shopping. And then buy all the stuff you want to buy. And then decorate your house. And then buy a nice car with the money you get. And then start a business or do that before. And then have your own goals in life that you had when you were a kid and fulfill them. If you can't experience joy inside, then stop looking for it. Okay? Experience life dead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go on vacation. Go eat good foods. Go shopping. Wear nice clothing. Maybe you're looking too hard instead of experiencing life itself. Maybe joy will come naturally once you start living life, The He'll Have Eyes, yeah, that's a good movie. Show him that, and he will not want to move to any rural areas. Mm-hmm. Someone says go to therapy and a spa. Girl, stop looking for it. The more you look for something, the further you're gonna get from it. Just already live there. Already do stuff. Have fun. Okay. I missed one. Hold on. Super chat. Hold on. What do you do if you feel unhappy inside? Watch my channel. Read a book. Watch comedy. Go for a walk. Go touch some grass. Go swim in the ocean. All right. Go walk through the cemetery and say, oh my gosh, I am so glad that I'm alive. All right. What can you poke post a pic in a Lambo so potential sugar daddy can see. No. Why would you do that? They're going to, first of all, they're going to know it's not yours. They're going to know it's rented. And they're going to know you're a gold digger from the start. Well, what would be the point of that? As if you're in another man's car? He'll know you posted it just so he can see it. This is what you do. You post only a piece of the car so he knows what it is, but it's not so obvious. Like, you act like you're not trying to take a picture of the car. Okay, so you just get a little piece of the car and you're just standing there taking a picture. He can tell it's a nice car with just a little piece of it in the picture. Okay, you do not post the entire thing because it looks too performative. You post a little corner of it, or just like the slightly, so he knows that it's something. So he got the zoom in. That's what you need. Because if you blatantly take a picture, it's going to be, oh my gosh, she's trying too hard to get me jealous. She's trying too hard to get attention. But if you post a little bit of people, men like cars, they're going to zoom in anyway. If you do crop it to where only a little piece of the car is showing. That's what I did that one time. That's all I know. Where to go on Saturday evening or Sunday morning? On Sunday morning, go to brunch or breakfast in the rich side of town. Preferably breakfast early morning or early brunch Sunday morning. Saturday evening, live music events are nice in nice areas. Okay. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anything with live music is good on a Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Should you talk about your exes to them? Only if he asks about them and you say that they live in another country or they died. Yeah. You're not supposed to go into detail about them or anything. You're not supposed to tell them nothing. You're just supposed to tell them, oh, well, they moved to a different country, or, oh, they're no longer with us, That way it doesn't look like there's any explanation to why y'all broke up. There's no reason. They're not going to ask any further. Why? Because who wants to talk about that, right? When you give out too much information, you will regret it later. So remember that. You always say being nice never got you anything but played. I know. Don't be nice. Be mean. Be the villain. And when you are both sides of the coin, you know exactly what to do in every situation. When you're not too nice, you know how to be mean. You know exactly what you have a balance there. Okay. If you're a doormat and you're too nice for people pleaser, you will never ever know how to keep your standards high, and you will never know how to set boundaries, and you will never know how to make people do what you need them to do. So you need to be both, and then you need to find the balance. You need to know when to be mean and when to be nice. Then you need to know when to be nice nasty. If you don't, you're going to get played for real. What? Never be a people pleaser. You could be nice, but never try too hard. You could say no and have no regrets. If you have trouble saying no to people when you want to, that's an indicator that you are a people pleaser. All right. If people ask you for stuff and when you say no, they get mad at you, that's how you know that they take you for granted and that they're used to you being a people pleaser. And when you try to set boundaries or say no, they get mad at you because they do depend on you to say yes, because you literally don't have a free will or a free choice in that conversation, because they have seen that you are easily taken advantage of, and they literally will get mad at you for saying no, because you're supposed to say yes because you are a people pleaser. So if you run into this, stop saying yes, start saying no, and tell them to don't ask you again. Okay? Say no, and that's my final answer. Well, why not? Why not? Because I don't want to, and I'm busy. If your husband still wants to move out, why do you still feel guilty about getting someone richer? Should I still accept to have a very rich lover? He says he feels miserable and wants to quit job. Um, you're being programmed to feel guilty to accept less than you want to accept. Okay. This man is telling you, hey, I want to be a Dusty. He's telling you with his mouth. He's tired of being a productive provider. He no longer needs your respect. You already got kids. He's regretting the life decisions he's made. He want to go live somewhere and be a Dusty. Okay. That he's just told you he wants to give up and go be a Dusty. Okay. Why should you feel guilty for wanting more for you and your future generations? That makes no sense. He don't want nothing for your future generations. So you have to step up. And in order for you to step up to want better for you and your kids, yes, you need to be dating somebody that makes more money and that wants to be productive. Your husband is Dusty. Let him go. All right. Why should you feel guilty for wanting a good life and good life for your kids? You shouldn't. He should feel guilty for copping out and being Dusty. Do you understand? Make sure you put him on some child support before he quit his job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure you get a court system if that's what y'all got over there. Then go do what you want. All right. Like, well, you know what? Before you quit your job, just work one more month, then get him on child support. Before he can quit his job, he will get them papers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do they have that where you at, girl? Do they have child support where you're at? Because I thought it looks like you're in a different country. Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. What are your favorite backhanded compliments? I don't really give backhanded compliments unless somebody is disrespecting me. I don't walk around being mean on purpose. But if you're mean to me, oh, you gonna get something. Ah, you said you will never go 50-50 with a man. You shouldn't. You said, can you use negative experience as fuel? Yes, you can. You can use them to learn lessons to never repeat and to do better. Of course. Why would you use anything for anything less? You said in the South, we say, bless your heart. Mm-hmm. That's a backhanded compliment for sure. That means you are stupid. Poor thing. You dummy. If somebody telling you bless your heart, they calling you stupid and dumb. And poor thing. You idiot. Okay. It also depends on the tone because they could be saying it in a realistic way, like "bless your heart," "oh bless your heart." Like if they're saying it out of sympathy, it's not a backhanded compliment. But if they're saying it, if you're over explaining yourself or you're doing something dumb, that's what it means. You cheated on your provider with Dusty, and how now he don't want you back, and I'm sad. That's because you know what? Your IQ is very low. I wouldn't want you back either after rolling around with no dust. That's dumb. Okay. I don't want the mother of my future children to have no low IQ. That's dumb. You come on my channel and you already know I tell y'all not to roll around with nothing broke or dusty. And what you do, what you go do, roll around with a broke dusty. You said lesson learned, start over and stop dealing with dust. Every time you dabble in the dust, you're going backwards. And now you see. Okay. Every time you dabble in the dust, you're moving backwards. So you just move backwards. Now you got to play catch up again. Once again, a dusty has ruined your life and your chances of getting more money. So now you got to start over and go get you another one and leave that dust alone. Or you can just go be with the dusty and just live a dusty life. It's your choice. Okay. You said what? I mean, if you're a provider and you're providing money for someone and you're taking care of them and they go roll around with some dusty dude, that's just no. Now, I could understand if he had more money than him or the same amount of money, but with a dusty, that's disrespectful to yourself. Okay. He felt like he don't even know who you are, girl. Why you rolling around with dust? That is not, that's not right. So it was insulting to his image as well, not just yours. That's why you can't roll around with dust after you level up, baby. Okay, well, now you learn that lesson. Do not repeat ever again. Delete all dusties out of your phone. Stop dealing with dust. Stop attracting dust. That's it. He says he needs to be happier first, then he will move in. Okay, I'm not negotiating with no man. I'm gonna be dating several, and if they know how to get me my money. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all doing too much. Y'all too catering, and y'all are too nice. Oh, I want to be happier before I move in. Da, 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 da. What? He wants to be happier, or he wants you to be happier? I'm not dealing with that. There's too much emotions for me. Just give me the money and shut up, sir. Either move in, pay bills, or leave me alone. Actually, you need to be moving in with him, not him moving in with you. Anyway. Oh, he says he needs to be happier first, then he will move in. Okay, like move. I'm not inviting no man to move into my place. They're gonna have to buy a whole nother place, or we're gonna have to pick a new place together. I'm not moving. He's not moving in with men should not be moving in with women at all. Y'all need to go upgrade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? What is one thing you wish more women would invest in earlier? Themselves. Themselves. Um, themselves, and second to that, a business, their own business. I don't even care if it's a small little Etsy shop or some big drop ship company. I don't care which one it is. They need to do something. All right. Okay. What if you're married and you want to stay in the relationship? Do you teach on that? You want to stay in the relationship? Then be the prize. And then they will want you to stay in the relationship. They won't be threatening you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, most married women are mean anyway. Just don't become the mother. Become the woman that they have a way to please. Okay. You're not supposed to become the mother. You're supposed to become the woman that they aim to please. So I was explaining this earlier. If you're married, how to be mean. You tell them what you need to tell them, and then you give them the solution to the problem. Like, for example, You know I don't like it when you do that. I told you that 3 times. Now, if you want to make it up to me, this is what I need you to do. That's it. You don't nag and tell them 18,000 million times and get mad and start arguing. You tell them what they did wrong and you make sure that they have an immediate way to fix it. And when they take action towards it, they say, okay, well, I need to please this woman. I need to make sure that she respects me. I need to hop on this action. She's telling me that she's unhappy, telling me she don't like this. She's not going to continue to ask me or nag. She's going to cut off communication. She's not going to respond to me. She's going to mind her business until I do right. That's how you do it. You don't sit there and nag them 20 times. Well, how come you didn't do this? Well, you said you would. Da, 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 da. You never listened to me. You no, 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 no. You should do this. Why don't you pick this up? Da, 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 da. That's nagging. You tell them what they did wrong. You tell them what they need to do to fix it. And then you shut up. They don't fix it. You don't respond back to them. Simple as that. You're not their mother. You don't need to finish raising them. You don't have to tell them things 50 times. You tell them once. You give them the solution to it. And then the ball is in their court. All right. Don't become their mother. Be their woman that they have to keep chasing and pleasing. And you give them the way to do it immediately. You said be strict with them. Exactly. Be mean. Don't nag, just be mean. Then they'll know how to fix it at least. If you're nagging, you're emasculating them every time you remind them. Every time you remind them of what they're doing wrong. If you don't give them the solution, you're emasculating them every single time. And you're becoming their mother. So you got to tell them once, then tell them what to do to fix it. They got the answer right there. You see? Then you stop dealing with them until they fix it. An example, please. Okay. You give me an example. I don't know. Y'all give me an example in marriage, how to shut it down and get your way. I don't know. Y'all have to give me an example. I've been married. I was married for 20 years. I know all the games. So tell me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He forgot the anniversary. Okay. You have to be calm with it. Well, nonchalant even. Well, since you forgot our anniversary, maybe you can pay for blah, 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 blah. I'm going to send you a link. There it is. Make sure you pay for it because, I mean, it's pretty pathetic that you forgot the anniversary. So you get double. You're not arguing. You're not scolding them. You're giving them the solution to the problem that they are guilty of. If they want to fix it immediately, they're going to fix it. If they don't, you're not talking to them. And you're telling everybody and their mama what they did. You heard? You're like, if you don't book the thing or you don't pay for whatever you asked them to, double whatever, to make it up to you immediately, you're not taking it personally. You know why? Because you're solution oriented. And when you don't take things personally, it means either they're going to do this or you're going to get more and more detached. Okay. So they better do it because you gave them the information that they needed. If they don't do it and you grow more detached, you're going to care less and less and less. If they don't want that. So that's what you do. They don't book it. You get on the phone. Oh, hey, mom. Hey, dad, or whoever. Hey, how are you? Yes, yesterday was our anniversary. What did he do? Be looking at him like this. What did he do? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, can I call you right back? Yeah. He gonna book right then and there, so you ain't got to tell your mama nothing. If you don't book right there, or you don't do what you need him to do right then and there, call him back. Oh, hey, mom, sorry. Yeah, girl. So what do we do on our anniversary? Oh, he forgot it. Yep. How long has it been? What? Yeah, he sure did. Is he going to make it up to me? We'll see. Get the family involved. Okay. Don't emasculate him. Don't nag him. Don't sit around there and cry. Don't make him feel guilty for it. Tell him what he need to do to fix it. If you don't fix it, embarrass him in front of people that also look good in front of. That way, he'll know next time what he need to be doing. And don't say nothing else about it. Be done. Act like it don't bother you at all. Go shopping, go do this. Don't answer his call. Take off if y'all are dumb enough to be sharing locations, take the sharing location off. Good way to get your sharing location taken off by taking it off. I'm mad at you, so I took it off. Don't put it back on either. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a really good time to do all the things you've been wanting to do. Okay, you got a lot of freedom. You ain't talking to him. You can take that shared location off. You can do so much during this era when he forgets. Don't nag him. Don't guilt him for it. Take action. And all the stuff that you did, he could have avoided. So the next time you ask him to do something, he's going to go ahead and do it. All right? You said you are asking for trouble. No, we're not. Yeah, he asking for trouble if he don't get it right, right? He had the opportunity. He knew what to do. He chose not to do it. So all the stuff is getting done. No location share. No answering of the phone calls. There's no food. Y'all ain't even talking about what's for dinner anymore. You're unbothered. You're watching your favorite TV show. Oh, you ordered yourself some DoorDash, but not him. Oops. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you might be getting a pool. Well, congratulations, Amanda. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I ignored your super chat. Go harder. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay. He is too sensitive. If I am mean to him like that. Okay. Well, be nice, nasty, girl. Be sarcastic with it. So you'd be like, you know what? I don't know what circumstance you have, but like you said, you know what? It's okay that you forgot our anniversary. Don't worry about it. I know you got a lot on your mind. You're doing too much right now. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean that much. Reverse psychology him now. It's like it doesn't mean that much. Then when his birthday roll around, forget that too. All right? Forget his holidays or whatever. Okay, he'll think everything is good and well through everything, and then when his birthday roll around, you don't remember it. Oh well. Mm-hmm. You said they learned the hard way. Exactly, girl. They're gonna be waiting. They get you having a surprise party. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Even if he tells you it's his birthday, it's like, oh well, happy birthday. That's it. No Dollar Tree gift basket either, girl. If you really want to mess with him, tell him that you ordered his gift and it's on the way and never have ordered nothing. Have him check in the mail. Checking the doorstep every 5 minutes. Oh well, I ordered you something a while back for your birthday. It should be here any day. It could be late. I don't know. Or you gonna be looking for it. Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I forgot to pay for it. It's still sitting in the cart. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you so much. I Style Abundance. What advice do you have to the people in the chat asking to date an autistic man? You got to explain everything to them. Explain everything to them. Make the rules. Set the rules in place. Make a list. Give it to them. They will follow it. They like to follow them lists. They like to understand stuff on a very logical, scale. If they don't have like outbursts and stuff like that you have to deal with, you make a list, girl. Things you must do to be in this relationship. Number one, have some money. I know you got a check. I know you get one of them checks. Put that in parentheses. I know you get one of them checks. Number two, you must pay for all dates. Number three, plan romantic dates that you can afford to pay for. Yeah. Girl, I'm gonna make a list and he gonna get it right. Watch. Make a list, write it down, send it to him. Don't you can't if you're gonna date someone that way, you can't act like they're, going to be like every other man. You got to understand what you're dealing with and work with what you can accordingly. Make a list. Everything you do, you got to explain it and why, and they'll know what to do. You said they'll lose the list, send it to their phone. Can't lose it. Copy, paste, put it in their notes, send it to them. Put it in your notes. If they lose it, resend it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got your list. Make copies of it. All right. Decorate it, put his name on the top of it. I don't know. Such and such his name's list. All right. Or put routine. All right. You just sent a guy a reentry fee. He hasn't responded yet. Give him time to think about it, girl. You're trying to figure it out. What is this? Really? He's probably going to go DM some other people, and when they shoot him down, he'll be back. You said the reentry fee works. You got $500 after cussing them out. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He keeps saying he will provide and everything and is trying to change his job and stuff. Should I keep him there or dismissed, girl? I'm not listening to words. I need action. Okay. I don't listen to words. I need actions. Live by that, and your life will be so much better. Okay? Because if I were a man and you were dumb enough to believe my words, I'm going to stall you. I'm going to tell you everything you need to hear, and I'm going to let you sit there and look stupid for the longest time possible before I get up and take any sort of action. Because why? Because you're dumb enough to believe it. But if you want a man to take action, you need to tell him, look, I don't like living in the future. Let's live for now. Do you have something for me now? No, then you can't afford to date. You can't afford to be in a relationship. So until you get your life and your finances together, I suggest that we just be friends. Be done. Why? Because you can't do that. Okay? Doesn't make sense. You're living in a future that doesn't exist yet. You're living for a man who doesn't want to do nothing for you right now. No. No actions, no actions. Okay? No actions equals no actions. You understand what I'm telling you about? No actions equal no actions. Okay? No actions over here, No actions over there. Understand what I'm telling you? Next. Be out. You said these men are laughing about y'all. They sure are. It's like this stupid chick here. No. No actions equals no actions. There are a lot of men out here who are aware of she right now, so you have to worry about those who are literally just playing around. Yeah, but that's why you got to go for actions. They could know about me all they want, but a man who takes actions, you know, it doesn't matter because they're taking actions. Men who want to play with you, and they're not going to take no actions. They're going to just talk a good game, and you're going to be dumb enough to believe it. I don't believe words. I believe actions. So the actions need to be done. All right. You want a man to be held accountable? Only deal with actions. Y'all over here talking about he doesn't hold himself accountable. He wanted to do it. That's because you don't expect actions out of him. That's why. You're too nice. You looking for words. You need to be looking for actions. You don't see actions, you're dismissed. Do you understand? What if he grew up as an only child and was never told off by family? Well, it's the first time for everything. Tell him off. Maybe he'll like it. Sprinkle. Tell him off in a way that's going to get you paid, though. Give him the solution to it. Before you tell him off, give him a way to get you your money. Find a way for him to get you your money and solve the problem before you're telling him off. Okay, give him a way back in before you cuss him out, before you dismiss him. Give him a way back in and see what he's gonna do. All right, because that's what I'm talking about. Actions. Y'all over here exchanging words. Y'all better tell him what he need to hear, and you better make sure there's some actions behind it. Your aunt told me her new husband's nephew was interested in me. Her new husband nephew. How to navigate talking to someone affiliated with my family. Get his money and don't take it any further than that. It's like, oh, we went out a few times. We went shopping. He put a car down payment for me, but it just didn't work out. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money, girl. Don't do nothing with him, though. And if it's only by marriage, so it's not like y'all are blood related. But if you feel uncomfortable with that, let him take you shopping a few times. Let him take you out. And be dismissed. Y'all talk about it at the family reunion later on. Girl, remember when you made me take you shopping? Yes, I do. Future fakers are time wasters. That's right. You link my YouTube page on Threads because the girlies need to know. Okay, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He just bought you a 23,000 pound. Is that the pound sign? I can't say. Car in February. Re-entry fee. I know that's right. Everything char. Good for you. Get your new car. That's what I'm talking about. Actions. I'm proud of you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you date while trying to get out of your marriage? The same way men do. What do you say when they ask about your relationship status? You lie. Just like the men do. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You just lie. What they gonna do? The same thing the men do, darling. Lie. Someone says, say you separated. Yeah. Say you're separated. Say you're going through a divorce. Say they don't live there. Or say it's a marriage of he needed a green card. Just lie. Lie, 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 lie. Whatever you need to do. Lie. All right. Tell them you ain't even married in the first place. Do whatever you need to do. Why? Because men do it all the time. It's not like he's gonna rush you into a marriage. Like he's trying to rush to the altar with you, girl. It doesn't even matter. Okay. What about a husband who hasn't had an intimacy in 4 months with his wife? He don't deserve it then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Happy wife, happy life, baby. The wife ain't happy. She ain't rolling over with him. If she ain't rolling around on the mattress with him, she ain't happy. What he gonna do? A good old trip to the dealership might solve that problem. Sometimes men got to pay their way out of that. He said being mean is feminine. It sure is. Oh, is this a man who's trying to talk to you and says that his wife won't roll around on the mattress with him? Probably because she caught him cheating. I'm sure he's still paying bills though. So usually when a woman won't roll around on the mattress with a man, it's probably because he got caught cheating and she don't want him to catch no diseases by him, but she's still gonna make him pay his bills. Or he doesn't do anything for her anymore, and so she's cutting him off. That's what usually that means. It means she cut him off because he ain't doing enough, or he cheated. All right, it's one of the two. She cut him off because he ain't doing enough for her, or he already cheated. It's the only reason. So what is it? He's looking for action from you. Mm-hmm. Why would he even tell you that? Because he want to roll around on the mattress with her. Men usually tell women that when they think that you're dumb enough to think that they're soon going to be separated, or he's technically single even though he's married. He's not messing around with nobody else. He's just lying to you. He really wants to sleep with his wife, but she don't want him. He done messed up. He ain't doing enough. Instead of fixing the problem at home, he's trying to go out and do something on the side to make himself feel like he's correct in the situation, which he is not. So usually men do this to make themselves feel like, oh, well, I'm not going to bend. I'm not going to do what's right by my wife. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go get some outside. They usually can't get none on the outside. And if they can, they got to pay for it. And then the problem is still at home unsolved. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up costing them more money anyway, eventually. So they're unable to fix things at the house. The wife don't want to roll around on the mattress with them for a couple of reasons. Either they ain't doing enough or they cheating, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So either way, he's having to pay to get some on the outside. Because she ain't gonna roll around with him. He said, you approve of this message. Thank you so much, Shira, for helping me reprogram my brain, for helping my girl mind transform into a woman who, when it comes. Yes, ma'am. You are welcome. I got to go in a few minutes. What do you do if a reentry fee doesn't work after he previously spent money? Next, he don't like you enough to pay it. He don't like you enough to stay. Okay? If he doesn't like you enough to pay the reentry fee, the relationship ain't going nowhere anyway. Right? Remember, they got to like you 10 times more. Remember? If a man likes you times 10, he's going to pay it. A sugar daddy said you must be stupid to think he doesn't have other girlfriends. Should I ignore or break up? He doesn't give me everything I want. So you know what? I'm not stupid. I know you have other girlfriends. That's why I'm asking for what I'm asking for. Flip the script. Calm. It's like, I'm not stupid. I know you have other girlfriends. That's why I'm asking exactly what I'm asking for. What are you going to say about that? That. You want one, you want two, you want three. You want to keep this one, it's gonna cost you. You got two other ones, you don't need me. But you know what? I do need that money, so what we gonna do? You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Flip the script on them, girl. Say you know. Oh, I already know you probably have more than one girlfriend. That's why I'm asking for what I'm asking for. You think I'm gonna sit up here while you got 2, 3 girlfriends sitting up here with something that I'm not satisfied with? At least you could do the most over here. You're gonna have an extras. You've been with a man for 7 years. You knew I wanted marriage from him from the start. He's a high earner. I have full access to his accounts. I help with bills. You help with bills. How do I tell him I won't be paying any more bills, girl? Do I give an ultimatum, girl? So he's a high earner. Why does he need you to pay bills? Why did you agree to pay bills? What I need you to do is withdraw all your money from his accounts and go start you your own account. Hopefully you have that already. All right. You need to stop paying bills and don't tell him nothing. Take all the bills in your name and put them in his name. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Take all the bills out your name, like the utilities. If you're paying utilities, put them in his name. Okay. He don't need to marry you because you already acting like a Barbara the Builder. Okay. It's just going to make an easy exit when he finds his dream woman. Because now he don't even have to pay for a divorce. And he saved a lot of money while he was paying his bills. Now he's an even higher earner because he probably got more savings. So you don't give an ultimatum, ma'am. You are the joke. You withdraw silently. Shh. Stop paying bills. Put all of them in his name. Okay. Start saving your money and stop paying him bills. Then you start planning to move. You take action if you want him to take action. Words don't mean nothing to that man. All right? You start taking action. You start bringing a box home. Start packing. Don't say nothing. Say, oh, I'm just giving some stuff away. And then you accidentally leave the number to movers, like a card. Get you a card or print out something that talks about moving, like movers. You leave it out for him to find it. And then when he says, what are you doing? Are you moving out? I thought you were just going to say, oh, no. I really wanted to get married, so I am not letting my dreams fall by the wayside. I'm just going to go, do me for a while. Travel and stuff like that. If that man wants you, he's going to be about action instead of words, okay? Because you've already taken the steps. If you got the numbers to a mover, chances are you got a place already, or you about to find a place, or you about to sign a lease. Do you understand? Chances are you already got somewhere to go. Men always react when it's way too late. So even if he thinks you already got another place lined up, he's still going to try to keep you. The ultimatum is a ring and a wedding date. And as soon as he proposes, and as soon as y'all agree on a wedding date, as soon as he proposes, call everybody you know and tell them y'all are engaged. As soon as so he can't take it back. Once everybody knows, it's hard to take it back. You hear me? That man doesn't really want to marry you. I wouldn't marry him either anyway. But if this is what you want, you have spent 7 years doing this crap, it's because you're the Barbara the Builder Pygmisha. Chances are he's not going to even want you if you're not paying bills. Because you're doing that so long, that's who you are to him now. A way for him to save his own money. So, y'all are going to learn, baby. Never pay in the presence of a grown, able-bodied man, or else you're going to be wasting your time. You said some of the other channels are validating some BS. What are they validating? Being 50-50 chick? They stupid. That's just called a roommate. Back in the day, we used to have roommates. Dummies. I gotta go, y'all. I will see y'all soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, before I go, I want to say, look, if you are in a roommate 50-50, you pay the bills situations while he save his money for the next chick, don't feel bad. Remember, you could have chose an old man with some money. You could have chosen an uglier man with some money. That was your choice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye.